I think we're live. Now is not the time to start, Dog. As soon as stream starts, Dog is like, now's the time to talk. But hey guys, this is Barwood Town, and welcome to a Final Fantasy stream and the first instance of face cam reveal. But yeah, we'll be going into Final Fantasy X today. Absolutely buzzing for this. It's such a good game. I've recently downloaded Game Pass for the Xbox, so I've got access to all these games. And as soon as I saw this game was on the list, I was like, hell to the yeah. It should be a fairly decent length series. So we just want the main story, I think, here, Final Fantasy X. So as you can see, it comes with Final Fantasy X-2 and some extra content as well. We're just going to go through the main story of Final Fantasy X. I should have a decent bit of time to go streaming over the next kind of 2 weeks. So if we can get a decent playthrough of Final Fantasy X done in this time, like, I'll be buzzing about that. Like, I loved this game. If anything, I probably will need a Final Fantasy guide up on my phone at the same time. Let me go get that as well. Because there's all sorts of items that are really helpful later on that are kind of scattered around. Guide. We'll try that. Boom. Like, this game does bring back shivers. It's such a good game. And as always, guys, if there are any audio issues with the gameplay, shout it out, because I most likely won't realise. Paragon till death, redeemed first. Damn, you weren't messing about, man. Yay! Is everything coming across okay? So the audio sounds okay, visuals look clean. Everything alright? Can you hear the game? Because it's not coming up on my video capture device. Roshi Hench with the thumbs up. Yeah, can you hear the game? Ah, no game audio. Shock. I could only skip. I couldn't pause it. Give me 2 seconds, and yeah, looks like it's going to be the same thing that we had with South Park, where I'm going to be having to constantly fix game audio. I don't know what to do with it though. Like, I've re-plugged in all the cables. Like, there's literally nothing else for me to do other than I just yank a cable in. So yeah, not much else I can do, to be honest. But as long as it isn't too much of a deal for you guys, it takes a couple seconds to fix. And Lecken, TTV in the chat as well, man. How are you doing, Lecken? Welcome to the stream, bud. How are you doing, man? Paragon waving as well. Let's see if I can get the game audio working now. I think it is. Right, new game. Let's get on into it. We'll just go for the standard, I think. Soundtrack. We want the original. The original soundtrack is, like, iconic. It is so good. Paragon, yay! Okay, so just to confirm, you guys can now hear, like, this music. It's giving me shivers. The Real Butch, yo, I love this game. Me too, man. Like, this game, it made my childhood. I spent so much time. I even had, like, the proper chunky playthrough guide. And yeah, I spent so much time on it. Like, I went and did all the Shadow Aeons and all that kind of stuff. If you don't know about those, you'll probably find out in like a week or so what they're about. But yeah, such a good game, man. Definitely had a crush as a teenager on Yuna, not gonna lie. So how many of you guys have actually played this game then? So I think Butcher said he loved this game. I think Paragon said that he's played this game as well. Anyone else here played this game, or you just spectating just for like the flashbacks, or you just love Final Fantasy in general? Butch played it to death. Don't blame you, man. Did you go for the whole 100% completion? You did all the shadow stuff. Like, I've never done all the Shadow Ales. I cleared the game, like the main story, done a couple of like the bonus things. But yeah, I've never like 100%ed the game. One thing I did enjoy is like all the monster captures and stuff like that. It's a bit like Pokemon. So I'm looking forward to getting to that bit as well. Lekan TTV, number 1. Oh my god, I've played one of the 100. One of the 100? What do you mean? The real Butch, Blitzball. Oh my god, days, Blitzball. I spent loads of time on Blitzball as well, like recruiting all the characters, because to get to, I think it's Waka's overdrive moves, you need to play the Blitzball and go get all the equipment. Oh, he's talking.
This may be our last chance.
Paragon, the song. Like when it asked me did I want the original soundtrack or like the arranged one, I was like, original. 100%. Is this even a conversation? Lekan, oh my god, played one of the 100, read that. The real Butch, I did them all apart from the Omega Sisters and Pay. They were solid. I did a couple of the easier ones. There's some people I've seen, streamers and just content creators, where they've like maxed out all the characters. What roster did you tend to opt towards? Were you quite even with how you spread out all your XP, or did you kind of focus on a couple of main characters? Lekan, there are so many Final Fantasy games. Agreed, man. There are so many. This was only the really one that I played. I played Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X-2. I think it was Final Fantasy 7 or something on PlayStation that I tried. I haven't tried all the other ones yet. I say yeah, depending on how this playthrough goes and how successful it is, I might be like, hey guys, recommend me some Final Fantasy games, and if I can play them, I will. It's also whether I've got the time to. I just know that I'm going to have a fair bit of time over the next 2-3 weeks. My adoring fans. As always, guys, if the audio does go and I don't notice, do shout it out in the chat. I can fix it in a couple of seconds, but yeah, randomly goes, so give us a shout. Look at me being famous.
I've been a big fan of yours from the very beginning.
The real Butch. During story, I just abused Tidus, but then after I completed everyone's sphere grid. With me, the main one I always found is like critically important was Lulu. Lulu was key for me, just because of we'll stick with Tidus. I'm not changing. But Lulu was always so key for me, just because of her magic, her powerful black magic. She was so key going up against elementals, and she could just do so much damage against so many different enemies. The ability to sometimes insta-kill and all that kind of stuff as well. The one I always found I didn't lean too much towards was Kilmari. Or Kamari. I can never get his name right. The real Butch, you're going to dodge all the lightning bolts. Honestly, I forgot that was a thing until you have just brought it back to my memory. So much frustration. You guys will see that in the playthrough. There's a bit in the game where I think it's called like Lightning Road or something like that, and you get rewards if you can dodge like so many lightning strikes in a row. And as Butch says, it is painful. It's hard. Cheer for me. I used to have a necklace from Jecht, so like you'll see throughout the game, Jecht, Tidus's dad, or the main character's dad. He's got like his own badge, and like he's just massive in this world. And yeah, I used to, as like a teenager, kind of early 20s, I had a necklace like of his like symbol. I absolutely love that thing. I just lost it as time went on. Just lost it. No idea where it was. I think it was on holiday or something like that. I was absolutely devastated. That took so much of my time for the lightning bolts. I can imagine why. Because you want to do it to get like the best weapons. I'm pretty sure that's why you do it. You get like the crests and all that kind of stuff. So it is really important to do it. This is where you like hear a shark like nah. That's Jecht, Tidus's dad, or the main character's dad. The pictures of the guy. There we go, looking down on us. Paragon at Butch, the lightning bolts is such a troll. It's so hard. Like, you can get away without doing it as well. Like, you don't need the celestial weapon that comes with it, but it can be worth it. Game audio, by the way. I'll try and keep it clean. At least there's subtitles while I fix it. So, at the very least. Lucian, who dis? Yeah, new streamer, who dis? But hey, Lucy, welcome to the chat, man. You have joined at just the right time for the audio to cut out for the first time. Well, we'll say first. It's at least the second. But it's as I say, it's an easy fix if you guys don't mind bearing with me. Should be back and fixed now.
The teams that have won through to the finals are
the real bitch waiting here and shit, so no.
See South. I know there's a lot of people
things
out there today
give
that
me
see the star
potions
of
and
the
stuff
A's.
early days.
In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player.
We are the #1 player.
He's Jack's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think
The
I'm
legendary
only
shot.
one
You can
excited
learn that
here,
later on
folks.
as well. It's such an OP move for Blitzball. The Zanuck and Abes. Like, everything's just going so well. Really nice background. Like, look at the scenery in the background, guys. Everything's just going so well. I mean, what could go wrong, guys? Barwood Town. Yeah, weapon for Lulu, I think, for dodging the lightning. I just remember it was a celestial weapon. So for the weapons, you need, like, I think it's a crest and something else. Yeah, out my way, guys.
Sorry.
I got a game to get to, guys.
Hey.
Toodles. But yeah, it was someone's celestial weapon. You need crescents and seals and all that kind of stuff. So I think there's 2 things per weapon you need. And lightning bolts is to get one of the things, potentially for Lulu. Paragon at Barwood Town, also background, by the way. As in the background of the game or the background of the stream. The real butch, yeah, that's how you get the weapon for Lulu. Lulu is so good. I love these cutscenes as well, by the way. These cutscenes are so well animated. We're a long way off doing the lightning bolt jumps and stuff yet, though. We are a good way off. Like, I think I read to get, like, traditionally to get through the campaign in this is about 46 hours of game. And then that gets extended based on how many of the celestial weapons you go for and all that kind of stuff as well. Graphics for the time were amazing. They were. Like, bear in mind this was initially a Final Fantasy X, and whilst they kind of touched it up a little bit for the remastered version, it was pretty much like this. So I played this on Final Fantasy X, and it was just mind-boggling. The music as well, like, it's got some of those, like, the intro song, for example, nice and soft, and then it's got this where it's just heavy metal. Like, the audio is just so good. Oh no. Here comes a big boy. Don't know why, I'm only just realising for the first time that the iconic outfit that Tidus wears is literally just the Zanuck and Abe's like team uniform. That's literally all it is. Don't know why, I've just never clocked on that before. Paragon, yeah, the jet shot from the boat will be a big help to win that first Blitzball game. Yeah, so that is just massive, isn't it? Like, it makes the game so much easier. That's a win or lose game. Like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have an impact on the story, but it does really help you with Blitzball if you want to focus on that later on. You just want to win everything you can if you're competitive like me. Paragon, and yes, the background of Tidus and Luna. Yeah, this does look sick. I did find it. I'm not gonna lie, I found it on Google. And I tried to find a way to, like, buy it or what's going on here, but I couldn't find any ways to contact the seller. So I was just like, if when you go to click on the link, it just says, like, the webpage isn't available. Like, couldn't find the person anywhere. So I was like, well, I'm just going to use it. And if anything happens, I can be like, well, I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried this, I couldn't reach you. And I love your work. So we'll see how that works. And everything's going to shit. But it looks pretty when it is. And that's just the game over, guys. Main character's dead, and yeah, that's it, guys. Nice quick game through. Nice quick playthrough. I think we're alive, guys. You need to play Final Fantasy VII playthrough though. I think I didn't complete Final Fantasy VII. I played it, but yeah, didn't complete it.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I think when I was getting through Final Fantasy VII, it was in the time when I was like smashing Halo and COD 4 and all those kind of games, And yeah, I wasn't playing too many RPGs, and then I just never went back to Final Fantasy VII. Lucian, just play the remake. Yes, Paragon said that there's a Final Fantasy VII remake. I think Paragon had his eyes set on doing a Final Fantasy VII playthrough, potentially. So I'll cover the Final Fantasy X base, and I'll play Final Fantasy VII vicariously through Paragon. I think that seems fair.
It begins.
It begins, apparently.
What?
Don't cry.
I love how this kid is saying, don't cry. Of course I'm going to cry. I'm a bloody crybaby. Butch, I never played the remake, but I have it. Definitely give it a play then. You have to let us know how it is.
Hey!
I'm guessing the remake is just touched up graphics and all that kind of stuff.
Hey, not this way.
I think we get our first sword here. Those eyes are so blue. And we're back to another cutscene.
We called it sin.
Auron is just so cool. So this big bad guy that's attacking is called Sin. I'm sure that you guys already know this as well, for people that have smashed Final Fantasy X already. But for those of you that might not, the big bad guy that we're seeing here is called Sin, which is quite typical for a bad guy name. Sin seems like quite a bad name, doesn't it? Paragon, at the real Butch, I'm hoping to do both for you guys. Like, if Paragon does that, I will be watching most of his Final Fantasy VII playthroughs. So I wouldn't play through it myself and then watch Paragon do it. I'll play vicariously through Paragon. I'm sure he'll do a much better job of explaining Final Fantasy VII than I probably will playing Final Fantasy X. We have our first sword, and we've dropped our first sword.
A gift from Jet.
Paragon, Final Fantasy VII was my life as a kid. I always have to try and work out the Roman numerals. But yeah, probably Final Fantasy VII for you was what Final Fantasy X was for me. I haven't really been into all the Final Fantasy games except this one. I think I just got this one at the right time. I didn't have any other games, and then I think me and a friend from school, he had the guide, and we just pretty much played it together, and then I've just smashed it. So it's a pretty basic turn-based system. On the top right, you've got the order of who's going to be attacking, so it'll be me first, then Auron. At the moment, we've got attack and item. They've given us some potions and Phoenix Downs, so revives and just healing. But yeah, I think for now, we'll just get on, do some attacks. And we'll go with Auron as well. You do get skill attacks and all that kind of stuff that can cause different status effects and all that kind of stuff. But to start us off, I think we just cut through. We just a lot of these are going to be one-hit kills, just early game.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
So essentially, keep going forward. Don't worry about the ones that are behind. I was going to try and block, so I've just been doing a South Park playthrough where you can block the enemy's attacks. And my first gut instinct there was to press A to try and block the attack. I was like, no, this is Final Fantasy. Things don't work like that. Critical. Again, that background music just chills. So there's another big boy. I think there's something here where you have to attack like a generator or something like that. Or am I thinking of a fight later in the game? Okay, so we're going to get introduced to overdrives. There was one of Tidus's overdrives that I could just never kind of get right.
Some can't wait to die.
Some can't wait to die. Overdrives. When a character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP or MP display is full, that character may use a special unique attack. Press left in the command window. Bushido. Dragon Fang. And then it will tell us what to do here. Okay, there we go. So, I had to remember how to do auras, but it's one of those where you press what the screen prompts you to press. Tidus doesn't get any of those fancy moves yet. Well, you can see our Overgauge Gorge is pretty full for Tidus, so we might be getting it soon. Paragon, yeah, it's a truck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something like this early on. We can use Tidus's one as well. Spiral Cut. Is this the one where he just runs around slashing everyone? Oh my god. I'm going to be horrendous at these overdrives. You guys are going to cringe every time I do them. Power Break. Well, we'll just try a Power Break. So it just lowers the, essentially, the attack of the enemy. But he's dead anyway from that sound. Oh no. So we will eventually be able to use all of these attacks. I don't think I need to worry about healing at the moment. It'd be really good to get a Scouter effect. You don't have them yet, but you'll be able to see like how much HP the enemy's got and all that kind of stuff as well. Now that's Slice and Dice. I was thinking something like that. Like I wasn't crazy when I was like, there is an attack. Like there is an overdrive for Tidus where he runs around just slashing people. How many arms has this guy got? So I think Demi only deals like half damage or like something like that. I don't think we die using Demi. So every time we attack, we're just cutting off the limbs, I think you'd call it, like the tentacles. Paragon, Scan is OP. Which one is Scan? I think Tidus gets like 3 or 4 different overdrives, doesn't he? I remember Slice and Dice. I remember Waka had an amazing one that I loved, where he literally... It's like a slot machine one, and he just flings balls. Alright, we can save. Boom. Scan is the ability which lets you see the enemy stats. Yes, that was it. Scan. It was the ability. So when you can see how much HP someone's got and all that kind of stuff as well. Yeah, that's Scan. I loved things like haste and slow, like all the. I think it's white magic, isn't it? Like the status effect stuff is white, and then Lulu's damage dealing stuff is dark magic or black magic. But yeah, Scan is OP, and Waka's slots. Yeah, I love Waka's slots. I was horrendous at getting like everything lined up, but I love to play in the game. Okay, so this is like that truck thing. We fully healed? I think we get fully healed when we touch a save sphere. Yeah. So I think we just keep attacking, and then it'll prompt us to... you can attack your own guys. It'll prompt us to attack the truck thing. Wings start to flicker, so I think that's the one we need to target. Otherwise they do, I think it's the spines attack or something like that. They do a special attack when their wings start to flicker. Okay, so we're going after you next. There we go. Like, this is just bringing back so many feels. I love this game so much.
This could be bad.
It could be bad.
That. Knock it down.
What?
So it is something, isn't it? So, again, I don't think we have to worry about dying at this point. I think we just go for this core thing. Because we're not meant to be able to kill all these enemies. Yeah, these aren't doing that much damage. But I think this is the only point in the game, correct me if I'm wrong, where you actually fight these enemies. What are they called? Sin Scales. I think these are the only time you actually fight the Sin Scales. Audio. No! I genuinely don't know how to fix this audio issue. I've tried Googling everything, and it says that some people were having issues with Elgatos, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. I don't know if it's just because I've got an older laptop, and the Elgato isn't, like, its biggest fan. But I've, like, plugged out and plugged in all the cables again. I've given everything a dust over just to make sure everything was working all right. And, yeah, like, it was fine until I started streaming. It's like I did recorded practice runs and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, for whatever reason, when the stream starts, the audio goes. Also on the boat when Sin attacks, Luca, I think it's called. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a place called Luca. Lucas, the name sounds familiar. Down goes the truck. Boom, big explosion. And we're bringing the building down onto us. Pretty cool. Bercy in the chat. Hello, Bercy. Welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing today? Paragon waving at Bercy. Has anyone been watching the new Halo show? And yeah, it's Luca. No, I haven't watched the new Halo show. Is that on Prime? What service is that on? Run, Titus, run! We made the jump. Paramount. So I'm not sure what that'd be on the UK, because I don't think we get Paramount. I don't know if that'd be, I don't know, Now TV or something like that instead. I mean, just look at the art here, guys. Look at the visuals. This doesn't look like a place we want to go. Bercy, I've never seen so many of these games. It's been pretty good. What, the Final Fantasy games? Or the Halo games?
This is it.
This is it. Come with me if you want to leave.
Story. It all begins here.
Okay. Where's it taking us, people? Both. If games are iconic, shame they get worse after 10. With the Final Fantasy games, I wouldn't know. I played 10-2, and that's as far as I went in Final Fantasy. I've played 10 and 10-2. I don't even think I completed 10-2. That's the famous kind of eject symbol. So we're descending. I don't know where I'm going at this point. I'm swimming in something. I swear there's like a kid or something like that I need to swim towards. It's not like giving me a map. Ah, here we go. I was like, where am I going? Hey, kid me.
I thought about a lot of things.
I only saw the memes. 12 was meh.
Where what I got
13 was
myself
shocking,
into.
and so was
I
boring.
started to feel
Was it actually? Like, Final Fantasy
And
games, they
then
have such a good reputation as
sleepy.
being like a quality game to play. It's disappointing if the
think
games did
I had
really
a
go
dream.
downhill.
a dream.
Apparently
Well,
changed my name
I
tag
wanted
color. I
someone,
call bullshit.
anyone
What the
beside me.
I did notice that. I was like,
So
I swear
didn't have to
Bercy was
feel
red.
alone anymore.
What's going on there? I don't know how you go about changing it. How did you manage that? The rule book 11, MMORPG for PlayStation, and 14 is also that kind of game, but it's meant to be good. I wouldn't know. I haven't played. I'll have to take your recommendations. I've only got this one because I've got the Ultimate Games Pass on Xbox now for I think 3 months. So this was, I think, was the only Final Fantasy game that was on there. I'll have to go have another look. I did put a list in the Discord.
Anybody there?
Anybody there?
Aaron!
We do come back to this area later in the game as well. Annoyingly, we can't do everything. We can't like complete this area at this point. I think it's one of the celestial weapons or one of the crests or something like that is here, so we do have to come back. There's also a fish that we have a bone to pick with. Burst, you type /color to see the color names you can choose, then /color name. Oh damn! I never knew that. We can descend now, so there's items and stuff hidden all around. I think that's going to be the thing, is just making sure I can pick up all the items that I can find. Can't we get attacked while we're swimming around as well, or is that just later on? How old is this game from Bercy? It's pretty old, to be fair. What? I think it came out early 2000s. It's a PS2 game. Right, just catching up with my playthrough, just so I don't miss any items. But the submerged ruins. That sounds right. Like, I used to love like the Albed as well, trying to decipher their languages and all this, all the like the little stuff that they have in the game. There's 2 pieces of treasure you can find in the ruins: compilation sphere and potions. Take the turn to find a save point and a high potion. Okay, so we're supposed to go this way for now. What I always found annoying about this game is you can't like move faster. Like, you're very one-paced in the game. Later on, you do get chocobos, which are kind of speed running through a certain part of the game. But yeah, otherwise it's very one-pace actual like movement in the game. The rule book. This is Pains. It's a PS2 game originally. Did that actually save? Oh damn, that's old. It is old, but it's still so good. Like sometimes the old games are the best. Like back when they would come out with a like completed game, like there was no DLC or anything like that for this game. Right, and the chest. The chests can be cool, but later on in the game there's like chests that attack you and all that kind of stuff. But for now, I think we can trust all the chests. I wonder what's going to happen here. Na 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 na. So yeah, this is like a temple. It might not even be. Yeah, this is Pains. So that's what I was trying to think what you mean there. But yeah, this is where you get the Aeon called Pain, isn't it? Okay, so I think we get attacked here. I'm just trying to remember what happens here. I meant anima. Pain is the move. Oh yes, yeah. So Pain, he like looks at you, doesn't he, and does so much damage. Anima is OP. So yeah, I think the only time you see Anima, if you don't go and get him, who's the bad guy in this call? Like not Jet. I'm not going to put it all the way. Not Sin, but there's another dude. There's another Maester. I can't remember his name. But you see him use, I think it is Anima. And there's like a really cool cutscene with him as well, where you get to see this amazingly detailed Aeon in like the HD graphics and the cutscenes and stuff. Seymour, thank you, Butch. That was going to annoy me. Okay, so this is the fish that we're going to have a problem with. At least he's finished off that enemy for us. But yeah, we won't be able to beat this fish. We can come back later though and kill it, I believe. Let's go, bruh. Ambushed. No way. So we took, yeah, a fair bit of damage there. Let's heal. Although that did like 200 damage to us. I'm guessing that it's just going to only deal half damage. Like, there's no way it can kill us. It's dealing half of our damage per thing. So all we did was attack it once, and it's now just gone a little bit wild. Come on, bro. Oh, don't tell me audio. Like, the audio is so frustrating. Like, I genuinely don't know how to fix it. I don't even know what to do. Short of, like, contacting Elgato and being like, I'm having this issue. What's going on? Butch, have you got a loose wire? Nah, man. Like I've had this issue in my gameplay of South Park, which was annoying enough. But I could pause it, which I can't really do for the cutscenes in this game. But I've unplugged and plugged back in every wire linked to the Elgato.
I made it out of the frying pan.
It's literally just
and
whenever I
into
turn the stream
freezer.
on, for whatever reason, audio goes randomly.
I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Practicing having the cam, setting everything up for at least an hour, no audio issues. Soon as stream goes live, issues. It's so annoying. Right, let's keep it going. So we want to try and make our way to Besaid. Also, Butch, I've played it that much. I know what's happening, and the sound went as soon as you got into the fight. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I only looked at the stream, and I was like, it's not moving. So I have like the video capture device audio like right up in front of me. So when the bar stopped moving, I know that the sound's gone. But if I'm not looking at it, so say I'm engrossed in the gameplay as an example, I just won't notice.
Cold. Need fire.
Okay, need fire. Got ya. Right, save again. Did we come from this one? Better make that fire. Yeah, we don't want to freeze to death. We'll take the flint. I think that's everything for this room. Is there a hidden chest anywhere? So we've got flint. I'm guessing it's just fire that we're after now. So there's a couple of logs there. Let's go this way. I'm guessing we'll find... No, so that's where we come from. I'll check all the way down though, just to make sure I haven't missed something coming in. No, definitely didn't. So, we've explored the two rooms that are off it, so we'll have to find... There's something else we're looking for. Unless it is just the flint. The remains of a campfire. To start a fire, you need some kind of flammable tinder. Guessing it's going to be in this room. Or there's a little thing over here. Can we get over here? No, can't get in there yet. So we'll go into that room. I'm guessing we're going to find the tinder we need. And then get spanked by the owlbears. Yeah, they will come and kick our ass. But at least we'll meet Riku for the first time. Like, Riku is on point. Boom, withered bouquet. Is there an item or something up here, if I remember? Yeah. At least we're not getting, like, the random attacks and all that kind of stuff. That'll jump in later. For now, we can run around without getting ambushed every 2 seconds. In we go. Now we should be able to light our fire. How fortunate was it that we had flint and that withered bouquet? Like, just right where we needed it. How fortunate. Butch, there you go! Yeah, man, there we go. I'll take that. And now we have fire. We are warm. And now we'll be heading over to Besaid soon. Like, I feel like the game gets going when you get to Besaid. Like, all of this stuff, it's cool, but I get more into the game when you get to Besaid. Plus, I think Besaid is just beautiful as well. Like, the beach, everything that you go to.
I need food.
I need food too. I had noodles before I started stream.
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
Oren's just savage. He's just so brutal. Your team
10
lost
years.
because of you.
I thought you'd be crying.
Why does everyone think I'm going to be crying? I'm a man! I'm a man! And then just that little, like, shadow person's like, yeah, you cried. Paragon, ouch, Oren. Yeah, exactly. He's savage. He speaks it as it is. Nah. Nah. Paragon. Oren is bloody badass, though. When he speaks, we listen.
Don't go out on
Oren
me.
was one of my favorite characters. He's pretty sick. I love Waka.
Just hold on.
Lulu's, yeah. Like, she's cool, but it was between Waka and Oren's favorite characters. Aside from Titus. He looks very scary. Let's deck him in the schnoz. I'm guessing just attack. I don't think you can die this early. It's literally all you can do is attack or heal. Even if you don't heal, you're still gonna do damage. What I liked about the overdrive gauges here is that when you do attack, your overdrive gauge goes up anyway. So even if you don't attack and you just heal constantly till you get your overdrive, like, it's a bit of a cop-out way, but you can do that. Paragon audio. Oh mate, this is winding me up. Like, it's so annoying. I don't even know how to fix the audio, like, as a long-term solution. If I press pause, though, you miss it. So that's the Al Bhed. I'll try and fix the audio as quick as I can. You are missing first glimpse of Riku, though. And again, the iconic music in the background as well. Riku's like, come on then, you want to go? I remember using Riku's, I think it's Riku's overdrive, and when you get later in the game, so Riku's overdrive is like, you can, like combo items, so you have such powerful items later in the game, that when you mix them together, it just does like 99999 damage, like, it's just nuts. That's how I beat, like, the main bad guy at the end of the game. She's very weak physically, though, so it's better to use her items and stuff. If she attacks, she doesn't do much damage. Her weapon is items. We should be able to steal a grenade. Not that this enemy has pockets to store grenades or anything like that. Paragon, hey Riku! We love Riku. Like, Riku is cool, and she's also one of the 3 main characters in Final Fantasy X-2 as well. Spoiler, she survives. Question marks, but we know who she is. And we've started our sphere collecting. And that's Riku's ass. The game has the most establishing shots of the female body parts. It's very flattering. Wait till we meet Lulu again, because Lulu's
That was close.
attire, her clothing is very on point.
Hey, let me
I
go.
think Yuna's the most conservatively dressed woman that we meet, I think. They're asking if I'm a fiend, but I'm clearly not a fiend. I look like a human like them. I was fighting the fiend.
Even better. Verpuneket verdruk.
You can decipher all of this as well. Oh, hello.
Kuno.
Riku has just knocked us the F out. Go Riku, go Riku. And now we're being taken somewhere else. I don't actually remember how we get from the Al Bhed to Besaid. I'm guessing we jump off the ship or something like that, because from what I remember, we do just wash up. And we're awake. We're alive. We've been knocked out a fair few times. The game's only like half an hour in. We've been knocked out at least 3 times.
That hurts.
Paragon, yeah, you got to earn your pay. Get in the water, fiend boy. Yeah, so we go investigate, don't we? Some sort of Albed technology we have to go and have a look at. But I can't remember how unless we get attacked while we're there or something like that. I'm pretty sure, I'm not lying when I say Riku and Yuna are related.
Right.
Are they cousins or something like that?
Tuli Hood Kabeg?
So I think that's why Yuna has like 2 different coloured eyes.
I said I don't understand.
I said I don't understand.
Fed! You said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right.
Why does everyone keep hitting me? Definitely gonna go save. So there's an item here. So these are the little books, Albed primers. So yeah, it will slowly reveal the language. And a cheeky achievement as well. So these are dotted around all over the place. I guess I'm gonna talk to Riku again.
Oh, almost.
So, sphere grid. So this is how we develop our characters. Ah, this brings back memories. Like, who did you guys develop? Like, who did you guys spend time in? So I think Butch said he focused solely on Tidus when he initially played, and then went kind of back through and everyone. But I always struggle because it gets to a point where you can start giving other characters abilities and powers and stuff, and I was always indecisive about who I wanted to know what. The cursor returns the character's position and a list of commands appear. Select move. So from what I can remember, you can only move, you can only use orbs when they're either side of you. So if so I can take one step and then I can use the orb that's directly next to me. When you're retracting your steps, you can move 4 steps by spending 1 level. So yeah, you keep leveling up, and then that's how you can keep moving, and then you need to go and find all the spheres and all that kind of stuff. Spheres aren't too hard to come by in this game as well. Like, you do come across all this stuff fairly easily. Bercy, just had fish and chips. Fish and chips, mate! Don't talk to me about that, I'm starving! I had some noodles before I started the stream, but they haven't touched the spot. They were left over from last night's dinner. So I'm already hungry, man. Bercy, Paragon at Bercy, quality. We as Brits, me and Paragon, we can certainly appreciate some good old fish and chips. Paragon, all I will say is when you start of Kamari taking down Riku's path. Really? With Kamari, you go down Riku's path? How is that? Having 2 people with U's is obscene. Oh. I never realised. Like, I just didn't think, because I remember Kamari's kind of like the utility one, isn't it? So you can take him down pretty much any path. He's got a couple of his own traits, but you can complete him pretty quick. And then you put him down whatever path you want. Okay, so we can switch between characters. Okay. Okay, so it still wants us to actually go and do it. I thought that would have given us everything that we needed. But no, we've got cheer now. So I think cheer raises our guys' attacks. Sweet. Thank you for showing us that Riku. Percy, he's hungry now and I'm British.
Oh, you want to go that way?
We're gonna
Like,
go
feel
down
free
there
to be a
and
Brit, man. If
activate.
you can identify
And then we should be able
However
to
you would like to
salvage the
identify.
big
If you want to
prize.
identify as British, then you do that. And Paragon, if you want to be
Okay,
Hungarian,
let's get to work.
absolutely, my
Roger.
friend. And we're going swimming. Paragon at Bercy. British. Paragon at Bowtown. Top tip. Cheer can stack 5 times. I didn't actually know that. Like, well, I might have done before, but I didn't remember it. I don't tend to use cheer too much later on in the game. So we'll just keep following this chain. Yeah, I didn't find I ended up using cheer too much. In, like, once you get past a certain point, cheer doesn't do too much, and you've kind of got other better attacks that you end up using. But early game, it's solid. Oh yeah, early game, cheer is amazing. We should have grenades. No, we'll go steal some grenades. So we should be able to steal grenades off of all these enemies. Let's go for a cheer. Just to make the most of it, you know. Tidus's kind of support abilities are really OP, to be fair. Like when you get haste and hastiger and all that kind of stuff, like it is really helpful. Okay, so we should be pretty good for attacking now. I'm pretty sure this grenade's going to wipe them all out, but we'll see. Yeah, overkill. Maybe we only needed the one cheer, I think. Getting all the spheres in. Why is it not letting me go down? Like, I'm literally on top of the red arrow. And we get attacked just as we're about to go through. So we need to steal another grenade, ideally. If anything, I might start loading Riku up, getting some grenades, but I don't know if it's worth it at this point. Yeah, cheer's pretty OP, but for these early stage enemies, I don't think we need it. We'll just keep stealing just so we've got a good supply of grenades. I think I'll need the grenades in a bit. I swear there's like a fight coming up. Boom. There we go. Right, into the next area. Isn't this where they're trying to unlock the airship? Oh yeah, because hitting things just makes it all work. I swear this is the airship. Or am I making that up? I don't think there's chests and stuff here yet. No. There's definitely a boss fight here. So let's just follow Riku. She's even doing a dance. I think she's pointing upwards. A fair play that we can hold our breath for as long as we are. Okay, there's lots of piranha. This is where it's useful that we've stolen a load of grenades. Get out of here! I swear this is an added feature of the remaster. 'Cause I swear you didn't used to get like the pink X telling you what you needed to go or who you need to talk to and all that kind of stuff. I swear that's a feature from the remaster. And shock, the audio's gone. I mean, we're averaging every 10 minutes, so I don't know if that's good or bad or not. Feels pretty bad. Before I move on, it's annoying because it's like the newest Elgato. Like, it's an expensive capture card, and I just would have been expecting it to be working perfectly. But it might well just be because of the laptop. The laptop struggles, so it cuts out to save itself. Okay, should be back now. Right. Yes, I remember there was some sort of fight. We'll go for another steal. 3 grenades. We'll take 3 grenades. We'll go for a cheer. Just so that everyone's getting powered up, and we should be fine now. Dan F, welcome to the stream again, man. Yes, Final Fantasy X. Is this your first playthrough? It's my first playthrough in a while. I have played it before, just not for a good bit. It's such a good game, though, man. I'm assuming you've played it before from your enthusiasm. Paragon waving at Daneth. Daneth, I just replayed the game about a month ago, beat the game about 4 times. I love it. It's actually so good. It's such a good game. Like, I'm guessing you did the remastered version. What console did you play it on? Special commands become available in certain battles. Press the left command to access them. Stand by. I don't have... Yeah, I don't have a trigger commander. I can go down. We'll just keep attacking. It's not letting me move, unless it's Tidus that I can move with. Yeah, so I can stand by. That's all I can do. Let's just try that then. Well, let's keep using grenades. Paragon, absolute banger of a tune. Yes, this fight music is sick. Okay, that did a lot of damage. We'll heal, I think. Tidus has his overdrive as well. I don't think you have to do too much when you're underwater, like you don't get the same animation. There we go. I always struggle with Tidus as well. Oh, this lad's got to be dead soon. We've got grenade. We've got 1 grenade left. Overkill as well. Love an overkill. Overkill doesn't really do much. Like, it'd be cool if there was like an achievement or you get stuff to make the overkill. I don't know if you get like extra loot drop and that kind of thing. Daneth, I played it on Steam. The PC port has issues though, sadly, but still fun. As long as you got to play it, man. I've played it on PS2, Switch, and now I'm playing it again on Xbox. Are you planning on doing endgame or just playing to beat the story? I'll see how much interest we have, to be honest. I'm gonna do the campaign definitely. In terms of endgame content and that kind of stuff. Kind of to be confirmed, to be honest, man. As I say, if this hits off and there's a lot of interest and we're really enjoying it, then hell yeah. But otherwise, we'll see how long it takes us as well. Not that that really answers your question. Right, we can get out. I was trying to figure out, like, how do I save? Let me save. Bercy, Final Fantasy Pokemon. Literally, man, like later on in the game as well, you can go capture monsters. I think there's you go talk to some guy on, I can't remember where it was called, it's like a plane, and like a massive field, and you can start getting like beast capture weapons, and it literally becomes like Pokemon. You have to go around and collect one of all the animals in the game, or like 10 of all the fiends. Paragon at Deneth. I think he wants Dark Aeons too. I don't think you can use the Dark Aeons, can you? I think they're just to beat. I'm pretty sure they're just to beat up. Can I talk to this lad? Is he going to give me any gear? No. Cool. Daneth. Oh, in that case, make sure to not miss the stuff that gets blocked by the Dark Aeons later on. Otherwise, it'll be really difficult. Yeah, I remember, like, there's certain things you have to get in certain orders. So, like, some of the crests and stuff like that, if you don't get them the first time, they can be a right pain in the ass to unlock some of the celestial weapons later. Do you remember the butterfly thing in the forest, where you have to go around and touch all the butterflies of a certain colour within a time limit? It's always so annoying, because it's like a little bit glitchy as well. Like, sometimes you're stood right next to the butterfly, and it just won't let you touch it. Paragon at Barwood Town. That's right, you get extra drops when you overkill. Yeah, I figured it was something like that. I didn't know the specifics or the exacts. So I'm glad I was kind of along the right lines there. Daneth, screw the butterflies. Yeah, screw the butterflies, man. Probably another flashback for you that we were talking about earlier with Butch and Paragon was the lightning bolts. Trying to dodge them. Oh my days. So infuriating when you've done like a load of them and you miss one. Ah, so it was the airship. Or they're referencing the airship at the very least. This guy's like, hey, you're an outsider. You stay outside. It's a bit mean though, isn't it? Like, it's a teeny bit racist. Daneth, there's a way to cheese the lightning bolts. Ooh, do share.
Hungry.
Paragon's like, yeah, near the crater, right? If that is a thing, I did not know a thing. And it would have made life a lot easier for me when I was first doing it. Daneth, yeah, between the crater and the tower. Why does it make it easier? Out of curiosity, just because I haven't seen that bit before. Like, this is the first time hearing of, like, a cheat. When we get there, we'll explain. I hope so. If you're not in the stream, I'll be like, Paragon, jump in the stream for 2 seconds. I need your guidance, sir. And we're choking on food. Cool. Bertie's talking about fish and chips. Titus is wolfing down dinner. There's just me here on my own with a rumbly belly. Daneth, can't really do lightning bolts without no encounter gear though. So what, to avoid getting encountered and that kind of stuff? You can step count and know when to dodge. Oh really? Like, I just always went by, like, when you get that little flash and you're like, okay, now, and now, and now. That kind of thing. I didn't realise there was all these cheats when I've gone through it previously. Daneth, you can, but it will really interrupt your rhythm. Yeah, the encounters can really put you off. Like, you're concentrating for the lightning flashes, and then you get the encounter, and it's like, dude. The fuck, man? What are you doing? What are you doing?
We?
Oh, we means you.
This isn't France.
Who are you guys anyway?
Oh, don't we get attacked by Sin?
We're Albed.
I'm pretty sure that's how we end up in Besaid. Now that's coming back to me. I swear the Albed get attacked.
You're not an Albed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Albed is.
I love how it's just capturing
Where are you
Riku.
from?
Like, now we're just staring at her ass.
I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkan Apes.
Star player of the Xanarkan Apes.
Hit your head or something?
I didn't hit my head, but I have been... Is this forward or back in time? This is forward in time, isn't it?
Before that?
Like, this is forward like 2,000 years or something like that. And everyone thinks you're weird because everyone's like, what are you on about? Xanakin's not a thing now.
Everything there was to tell about Xanarkan.
Paragon, Riku, Ash shot, count 2.
Blitzball.
I wonder what your count is going to be by the end of the playthrough. It's going to be Riku, Ash shot, count 50.
I said things as they
count 69 maybe.
But then I started to wonder.
Can you get Riku, Ass, and Lulu Boob account on screen? I could. I wouldn't know how to. It's something I could look at. Maybe it's just like having text underneath, and I can just update it as and when we agree. Maybe I could do that.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time.
Is that not a bit pervy? That feels like something Roshi would do.
Maybe you just had some
Dana, Yeah, he wants that count. He wants that count as well. We'll have to have like a death count, the
mean
amount of
I'm
times
sick?
Barwood
Because of Sin's
embarrasses
toxin,
himself
yeah.
on stream in front of you guys.
You sure?
But then
Yeah,
maybe that would have
there
to
is no
transfer
Xanarkand
across
anymore.
games.
Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago. So no one plays blitzball there.
So 1,000 years.
Huh?
I knew there'd been. I knew we'd been thrown forward in
What
time.
do you
I
mean,
couldn't remember how far.
1,000 years ago. But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
No way. Right, now we can save. It'd be so good if this would just let you save as and when. Like, you've got to have one of those white
said-
spheres.
You play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca.
Luca's the big
Someone
city.
might know
Finally,
who you are,
that's
or
great.
you might find someone you recognize.
Oh my god, it was winding me up for ages because we were talking about Luca, and I was like, Luca? I can't remember it. But it's the big city where like the Blitzball tournament's held, isn't it? Paragon, Tidus never seen hot tub time machine
Okay.
to get
leave
to Rome
me.
forward
I'll get
1,000
you to
years.
Luca. Promise.
Yeah, because we
You'd
initially go
rather
to
stay
Luca.
here?
I swear we get attacked here as well.
Okay,
I
I'll go tell the
swear half
others.
this
Wait
game is
here.
just us getting attacked.
Oh. And one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh yeah, Yevon.
Oh, uh-huh.
Isn't it? Oh, I'm trying to remember the whole storyline now. There's something called Yu Yevon, but I think Yu Yevon is like a spirit or something like that. Like the whole thing behind their like
Xanarkand?
this religion.
Some kind of holy place?
Daneth, correct. And it's a
Yeah,
bit hard
right,
to
I
win the
thought.
tournament. Very RNG
Since
based, but you get a
when?
pretty decent reward if you do. I swear it makes it easier if you master the
Yevon?
jet shot.
Sin? Luca? I thought Sin
I
just
will
took me to a
definitely be going to
faraway
win the
place.
tournament. I love the bit
Then I
after
can go
that where you
back
see
in a day
Anima.
or two.
Like that cutscene as well.
But 1,000 years into the future?
No way.
No way!
Whoa, whoa.
Oh damn! So yeah, I was right. We do get attacked. Paragon, Kilika. That's it. You get attacked on your way to Kilika. Yes, you do. He like wipes out the town, doesn't he? It's weird trying to remember all these city names and all that kind of thing. But it's weird when it comes back to you. Yep, so, and again, this is us dead. So, is this like knockout count number 4? We've been knocked out so many times. Daneth, 1-on-1, 1-all until Waka come in, and then I somehow scored as Waka to get the win. But Waka is like the OP one, isn't he? Like, compared to the rest of the team, they aren't very good, so you have to rely on Waka. And then, turns out later on in the game, I end up ditching Waka from the team because he's not good enough. And let's go! We are in Besaid. Now, like, this is where I feel the storyline, like, starts to pick up.
Riku!
And here's Waka. Poor Tidus can't catch a break. He can't. He just get knocked out left, right, and centre.
Blitzball!
Well, Blitzball is peasy with the right team. Oh yeah, like when you get going and start recruiting, Blitzball becomes so easy. If anything, it's just time consuming, isn't it? Like to get some stuff you need for Waka's ultimate attack, overdrive stuff, equipment and stuff. You got to do like entire seasons, and it can take hours. Hello, Waka. So, If I remember rightly, there is a crest round here. Moon crest. Perfect. I think that's something for Yuna. Is that it? Yeah. So that is the first item that we need for a celestial weapon. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying there's 3 things. You need the weapon, and then you need like a crest and something else. Is there any other chests or anything here? Boom. It's always worth checking because the chests are helpful. I think that's it. We can't get on to... I don't think there's anything on the pontoon yet. Tidus is getting knocked out more than Riku's ass is getting screen time. But Riku disappears for a good chunk of the game for a bit now, doesn't she? So we're going to get knocked out probably a few more times than we're going to see Riku's ass, I reckon. Daneth, it's just the Aurochs are terrible. They really are. One of them becomes pretty sick though, if I remember. One of them I kept using. I think his name was Lenny or something like that. He stayed in my team for a good while.
Starting to look up.
Paragon, Ginger, Johnny Bravo. There you're going with your Pokemon nicknames. This is like me playing rugby or football. Like, I'm in my element. Socially, I'm awkward, but yeah. When I've got a ball in my hands, I know what's going on. These guys are like, oh my god, he's so good. Look at the difference in animation between our keeper and Waka. Like, look at their faces and the definition of them, and then Waka's.
What can you say again?
You can tell which character they've put the effort into.
Forget that.
And Waka has the same voice as Bender, John DiMaggio.
Close to
Does he? I never noticed that.
My head's all foggy, like.
I want to hear his voice now.
So, I don't know where this place is, or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you, but you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
I suppose there's a little bit of Bender in there. I didn't really pick it up, to be honest.
All right, back to practice.
Back to practice.
I'm Waka.
Daneth, that is immense. I'd never noticed.
Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Back to the village we go. Waka's got such an extravagant run as well, like proper flailing.
I felt like I could trust this Waka.
Daneth, honestly, Waka has a bit of a slow start, but is so damn good by the end of the game, especially if you get attack wheels. That's what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it, Paragon? The attack wheels are so unreal. I always sucked at getting them lined up. I'm sure there's like some sort of tip or trick that you guys will clue me in on. But yeah, I was always shocking when it came to it.
To run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look.
Daneth, yeah, and she isn't the best party member outside of her overdrive, which is OP at the end. That's what I was saying about Riku. Riku's overdrive becomes so OP at the end when you've got to go and collect all the materials and stuff. But her overdrive where you mix is just so OP, it does so much damage.
Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. I said, it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
You know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
That's such a laugh. That is a Bender laugh now that I've
from
known.
The Xanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh?
Bite my shiny metal ass, yeah?
Never existed, yeah?
I like that Paragon. Dana, Final Fantasy X is one of the few games I prefer English voices to, despite being a Japanese game, not gonna lie. I haven't heard the Japanese voices. Again, I'm not gonna lie either. I haven't heard the Japanese voices of this. I've only ever heard the English
started with sin.
How much of the game is safe to talk about, by the way? Well,
I could go home.
I suppose at this point anyway,
I just live life until that time
Paragon
came. More worrying about
here
where
with yourself,
or
and I
when
think we know what happens. So I'm quite open about it. It's like the little things of the playthrough. I can't remember like little bits of it, and certain bosses, and the overall story. Like, whilst I remember what happens at the end, I don't remember the journey to get there. So try not to be too spoiler. Try not to provide too many spoilers, just because it will ruin like the playthrough even for me, because I just love this game. Sometimes the games, like the old school games that you remember and are fond of, they're just the best.
Hey, it's this way.
Can't get up there yet. I remember how like OP I felt when we unlocked Veilforth for the first time, the first Aeon. Like, just look at it. Beautiful. Daneth, honestly, not too many great JP voices, which is a shame for this game. Hey, Waka, I see what you're doing there. I see you. But yeah, it's a shame, like, for such a well-received game, if JP voices weren't kind of up to scratch. Daneth, though Tidus in Japanese is the same voice actor as Ichigo. Wait, didn't know this, but Waka in Japanese has the same voice actor as Zoro, One Piece. There's all these links. I think with voice actors, you're always going to have, like, duplicates, if that's a thing, if that makes sense. You're going to have people that have done more than one thing. Like, Sean Schemmel's probably done loads of other stuff outside of Dragon Ball, and then you're like, oh, wait, that's the guy from Dragon Ball. So we've got some different piranhas. Yeah, let's cheer. Because Waka's a physical attacker as well. So he's going to help us out a fair bit now that we've got cheer. We can make the most of it. I think his skill that he starts off with is Dark Attack as well. So it's like, I don't know, Mud Slap or something like that from Pokemon, where it kind of interferes with the enemy's vision. Yeah, Dark Attack. I'm not going to worry about that at this point now. Maybe I was wrong. Guess it does have some good actors. It didn't take you long to bite your words, does it? Auron, the same voice as Itachi. Damn. Auron is sick. Like, just as a character, obviously I haven't heard like his JP voice actors. I'll be honest, I haven't been exposed to too many animes and that kind of stuff. Like, I wouldn't know a lot of things about them. But I just know that I love some of these characters. Like, Final Fantasy VII does just have some of like the best characters. It has really good character development and all that kind of stuff as well. Some of the English voice acting is pretty sick, but I do love Tidus's voice. What does it for this game as well for me is the actual audio of the game, like the music and that kind of stuff. It's just so good. See ya! Paragon at Daneth. I think this was Squaresoft's first game that was voiced, so they probably went all out. Oh yeah, I suppose the other Final Fantasy games were kind of text-based for their chat, weren't they? There's just a floating chest here. I think it wants us to get it. Is it floating, or is it just really far away? There we go. Like, some of the bits you can still tell this was a PlayStation 2 game, but I just don't care. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. So, I think we've got some sphere grids for Tidus. So now we'll be able to raise our attack and defense. So yeah, you can only trigger the spheres that you're next to. So if I'm in the middle of two, I can activate both of them. Anything else underwater here that we want to go look at? I'm guessing not if the screen's trying to pull us up. It means we don't really have a view of what is under the water, which is really annoying. Danette, JP is probably better, but I'm used to English. Probably the same here, to be honest. There's some situations where, like, dub is better and sub is better. I find that all the time with Dragon Ball. Like, with Dragon Ball, I'm more than happy to watch dub or sub. Like, I haven't got a preference. If anything with Dragon Ball Super, I found that I preferred sub to dub. But the voice acting for both versions is so good. I think the thing with dub for Dragon Ball is the voices are just like, they bring you back to a good time. It's like even Krillin's voice as an example. It's just so classic as a voice I've been hearing for 20 years. Whereas I don't really have that as much with the JP
You want
version.
me on your team, right?
Paragon, I love that. Voice lines the characters say during fights. Sometimes a completely new line comes out of nowhere. Oh yeah, like I don't even know how they trigger it. It's just completely random.
All the teams in Spira will be there.
Spira, that's
so
it.
Huge. I'm sure
Since I've started playing this, I was trying to remember what the whole like region's called.
You can
Spira.
go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on.
What do you say, huh?
Sure thing.
That's such a chill, like, sure thing. Yeah, I'll come join your sports team. I'll be the star
Team is
player.
gonna rock, eh?
But he never gives us, like, the uniform. We always have our Zanuck and Abes. Like, every other team is in uniform except
Ball and
Besaid
Sin were
Oroks.
the only two things
And
that
we just ended
Spira
up with,
and Zanarkand
like,
had
even when
in
you go
common.
and start recruiting later on in the game, there isn't a
Wasn't too
Besaid
far off
Oroks
either.
kit. Everyone's just wearing their own stuff.
This is where I was born.
Deneth. Yeah, I
started
feel like the
Blitz when I
English
was
voice
5.
acting in Super fell
I
off
joined the
compared
Aurochs
to
at
Z
13,
and GT.
10 years
Yeah,
ago.
so I agree there.
10
I didn't
years.
enjoy watching
We
dub as
never
much as
won
sub
a game.
when it came to Dragon Ball
Well,
Super.
After last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
As if you're quitting. I think you can recruit Waka later on as well. So like, even though he quits,
So,
you can still
after
recruit him
quitting,
later on.
I got this new
I think
job,
you can
yeah?
recruit him first
But
up
every
when he
time
gets
my
like
mind
the
wandered,
airship or something like
Thought
that.
about the game.
10 years
But there
without
isn't
a
like a
single win will do
cutscene or anything like that where he comes out of
Hmm.
retirement. It's just like,
My
oh hey,
first match last year was my
yeah,
big
you want to play?
chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament? Go out with a bang.
Hell yeah, we want to win the next tournament and go out with a bang.
So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. As long as we play our best.
No,
If we
win.
give it our all, I can walk away happy.
Deneth,
No,
like,
no,
I
no,
expected
no.
Goku
If
turning into
I
Super
say
Saiyan
what's
Blue
our
Kaioken
goal,
to be hype in
you
Super, but
say
it was kind of
victory.
meh. It
When
was,
you play
and
in a
I think
blitzball
especially
tournament,
early on in
you
Super, where
play
the
to
art was a
win.
little bit dodgy as well.
Victor,
Like, I don't know,
You're
it just kind of
serious?
hit home more for the dub. Especially when you've got like, so the sub was so far ahead of the dub. I was just watching the sub religiously every week to find out like what happens and watch the next episode kind of thing. But then when it came to the dub, I'd already kind of seen it all and seen what happened, so I wasn't as obsessed with like
After
watching every
surviving your
episode.
run-in with
Like,
Sin,
yeah,
it would be a shame if something happened now.
it just wasn't there for me. I'm looking forward to when it comes back though. I'm looking forward to watching the Morrow stuff.
Uzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Cruise of what?
Crusaders.
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Hell yeah, we're taking the cup. I will
About
end up
the
having to do
Crusaders, you
resets
can
as
ask
well.
them
I want to
yourself.
win that bloody
They got a
tournament.
lodge in a village.
Right. So I don't think we meet Yuna quite yet. I think we meet her in the temple, don't we? Again, I love that little jet symbol, like the loading screen in the bottom right.
Besaid Village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something.
You got
over
any
there later.
food?
Take a look around first.
We'll meet Lulu soon, so we'll get Lulu boob count up
Crusaders
to 1.
Lodge is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right.
The music's so good.
Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't remember.
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you.
Well, I've kind of been thrown forward 1,000 years into the future. I'm not expected to remember all this.
Go ahead, you try.
I remember doing this like prayer all the time as a kid. Literally, hands out, cup as if you could like get the ball, and then bow.
Hey, not
Easy,
bad.
easy.
Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Mm-hmm. We get some free gear. Daddy doesn't play with me at all. That's savage. So I want to go into all of these houses, see if there's any items and that kind of stuff. Ooh, free chest. Phoenix down, we'll take that. I think we're supposed to go to Wakka's house. Again, Daddy doesn't play with me at all. It's the same kid. Buy items. Nah, we're fine for now. We'll save our guild for later. I think this one's Wakka's house. Yeah, there we are.
Go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Oh, just give me the food, man. I'm hungry. We will go to the temple, but we are just going to go into all the houses. Paragon, can't wait for you to speak to the kid in Kilika. Why? What does the kid in Kilika say? Oh, isn't there a market guy here as well who becomes our friend? Like, the more we donate him, the cheaper his prices become later on. Paragon, a great line, you'll see. Oh, it's going to be iconic. I'm devastated I can't remember it. Is this Yuna's one? Oh no, this is the Crusaders tent. Ah, Albed Primer. I wasn't even meaning to do that. Let's speak to these lads.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I swear one of these kids dies as well.
So, Sin can't be far,
Spoilers.
right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Paragon, Wakka, at your service.
Sin's
Oh
nearby,
yes, there's a
it'll
Wakka.
attack the
What are you
sure.
buying?
But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry, I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir.
Gotta tell him who we are.
Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin.
Don't even know what that accent was.
We have
Didn't
chapters
sound British.
throughout
Don't know what it
Spira,
was.
accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as
Mihen.
the Crimson Blades.
He's a maester
Later,
as well, I think.
our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times.
Again, it's just the
And that's all
difference
we can
between the
do.
main character
Nobody's ever been able to
and
defeat it.
everyone else.
Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
The
Is
summoners.
Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could
Like,
just
they're
tell
talking
you,
about me, and I'm
but I
right
think it better
here.
for
They're like,
you to
the
try and
toxin's bad. This guy's
operate
absolutely
the temple.
clueless. I'm like, guys,
Perhaps
I'm
Yevon
stood
will help you
right here.
regain your memory.
Right here. Anything else interesting in here? Any chests? I can save. I'll definitely take the save. That cat looks pretty cool. Just chilling. Can we talk to the cats? No. Nothing else of interest. I think that's it for the town. Let's go into the temple. Boom. Yeah, I don't think there's anything either side of it either. But let's go meet Yuna. We'll meet Lulu first. Lulu and Kamari. We'll get Lulu boob count up to 1. Oh, the hymn. The hymn. Oh, damn. Like, there's so many things that you just forget about this game. And then when you hear it, you're like, oh, man. Like, it's such a good game. So many things come back. Do, 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 do. Oh, mate, you can't even hear the hymn. It's annoying, so I hit pause as well. Like, it skips the cutscene. Let me just get the audio back up. Whenever it wants to work. There we go. Should be up again now.
Years have passed since Lord Braska became
Lord Braska. I was just trying to think what was the name of Yoon's dad, the summoner, and it was Braska.
Well, what's a high summoner?
This is what I'd be like in a church as well. I'd just be inadvertently offending everyone.
Toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. Funny, and a little sad.
A little sad.
The summoners are
everyone's just taking pity on me. Everyone's like, yeah, this guy's a dumbass. Yeah, sin's toxin, blah, blah, blah. It's just Tidus like,
chosen few become
damn,
summoners.
I feel like an idiot.
Call forth entities of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men or something like that, I figured.
So there should be items around here as well, from what I remember. I swear there's at least one chest. No, not in this one. Like, he's giving me blessings, but I don't want his blessings. I want gear. I want gil. Like, change. Change. Has anybody got change? Pray at the temple to overcome the toxin. Is that all you have to save to me? Okay, so we've kind of checked the other two doors. There's only one other door that we can check. What could go wrong? Okay, not letting me up there. Maybe I try to leave. What do I do there? Paragon, change! Anybody got some change? The audio was good for like half an hour, and it's gone twice in the space of like 20 seconds. Let's go back in here, because I do get in there, and I can't remember. Stay away from the summoner. Pray hard, and the toxin will surely release its grip on you. Well, I hope so, but no one's actually telling me what to do. Everyone's like, just pray, go do this, and the toxin will leave you alone. No, it won't. Is there people to talk to? Please let the Aurochs score at least one goal. I swear I go in here. I'm going to have to get the guide up. Because, unless you guys can put me in the right direction. What's the next chapter? Besaid Island. So, how far ahead? So that's the trials. Once you're done exploring the village, enter the temple, approach the statues to trigger a cutscene. After talking to the monk in the temple, return to Wakka's house. So I was right in leaving. There was me like, what? Where? Like, I need to get in there, bruh. At least we can go to Wakka's and we can go chow down. He can feed us now. We've been hungry for ages. Boom.
Sorry, man. No time for lunch yet.
Oh, mate,
Take a
come on.
nap. You look bushed.
Like, I'm starving. He knows I'm hungry. He's like, nah. Like, he doesn't even give a reason this time. He's just like, nah, bro. It's not food time yet.
See how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
So I think that's our mum. So our dad went missing.
Who cares whether he comes back or not? But he
We
might
care.
die. Fine, let him.
Oh, mate.
Do you?
That's not the way to be.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
That's good parenting, isn't it? Motivate your child with hate. You can tell that she'd be Sith. She ain't no Jedi.
Wakka?
Okay, so I'm guessing now Wakka's gone to the temple, and this is when we can enter the trial. The trials used to be so hard. It's all about like moving spheres and all that kind of stuff. Some of them are pretty easy. Some of them are challenging though. There's always a way, like there's like a bonus item as well. So whilst you can clear the trial, you can always do like a little bit more to like kind of do extra to clear the trial. Stay away from the summoner.
The summoner hasn't returned from the trial.
Eh?
Well, apprentice summoner, really. There's a room in there called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner. Remember?
Remember, as if like
so
I
someone is
ever
in there
knew that
somewhere
anyway.
and they haven't come back out. Right, I got it.
A day's already gone by.
Is it particularly
been in there a day?
dangerous in there?
Sometimes, yes.
Why don't you go in and help?
They say sometimes yes, like
There's already
from
guardians
our
in there.
experiences in the Cloister of
Besides,
Trials and
forbidden.
playing it previously, like, they're not actually dangerous
Hey, but what if
places.
something happens? What if
They
the
just come
summoner
out and say yes or
dies?
no.
The precepts must be obeyed.
Like I care.
Like I care. Okay, like we are mixing things up.
Maybe
We are playing by our own
this wasn't
rules.
such a good idea after all.
Okay, Cloister of Trials. Those who seek to learn of Yevon's secret art are tested by the Cloister of Trials. So, for this one, I think this one's quite basic. It's just all about moving spheres in certain orders. Makes sense to go and touch this thing. Daneth, make sure not to leave before you get the chest from the destruction sphere. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. There's like bonus items that you can get for doing these Cloister of Trials. So I think that's where the destruction sphere goes in. Something can be placed in the recess. So yeah, we need to go back and get a sphere from somewhere. I'm guessing it's up here. Or was it here? You Just use a sphere to go any further. So that's the destruction sphere, I think. Okay, so we've got our first sphere. So I'm guessing I can take this one down here now, and this should open the door for us. Insert sphere, of course. Daneth, otherwise good content will be locked behind dark aeons. Yeah, they can become right pains in the asses. I do try and get all the destruction sphere like loot as we go through. So there's something there. There. Can I go back and take the one out of the door that we just opened? Okay, so I'm guessing I've got to put this in certain places. Does that do anything? That's something. So that's got to give us a different sphere now. Is that the destruction one? Boom. And then I'm pretty sure I take that destruction sphere back up here. And it opens a door for us. I swear I put that in here. If anything, I have just had a look. So I've got a guide kind of running next to me at the time. It says to leave the destruction sphere where you found it. So, yeah, we'll go put this back. I want to make sure I am getting all the loot. Move to the next hall after we've done this. So this should now be open. So, examine these glyphs. And it should reveal another sphere. The trials are always, like, you have to think about it. Like, you could do them without guides, and I don't think you'd get too lost. But it's just always easier when you've got them. I know it's cheating. So I'm guessing this now goes into the pedestal that was opposite. Okay. Well, that looks like a good thing, right? I always remember the ice one. The ice one, the ice temple where you had to slide the pedestals around. They were always very annoying. Okay, so I'm guessing I just keep moving this forward. That sounds like we've done the right thing.
It's gotten into you. Hey, it's okay. Only summoners are...
Oh, mate.
And their guardians.
I think I've just messed up. I'm reading the guide. It said, do not touch the pedestal yet. Go back and get the destruction sphere. So, I think I've missed the destruction sphere.
A guardian?
It's a rod of wisdom. So, I mean, it's not... It's an item early days. Reset! I haven't saved in a little bit, though. It was only a rod of wisdom, so I don't think it's, like, a really important item that I'm going to miss.
Guardians in there now.
But, note to self, don't jump ahead of the guide. Paragon, Guado Salam, after beating Seymour, what a horrible trial. I can't remember that trial. Is that the... That's not the ice one, is it? Daneth, it's not about the item. You will miss something very important by not opening the chest.
What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle...
Go on, then. That was painful. At least I saved... I would have saved back where the Crusaders are. But at least I don't need to go check every room and do all that kind of stuff. Now, we know where we need to be going. And I know how to do the trial as well, so that'll save time as well. As Will Smith says, it's rewind time. Is that what he says? I thought that was just what he said, like... I thought it was slapping time. Will Smith jokes aren't going to get tired. And there's more Riku. we do like more Riku. Final Fantasy 10. Depending on how this goes, where this is like a combo of 10 and 10-2, I might just go like straight from 10 into 10-2 and just carry the storyline across. I was just never massively into 10-2. Daneth, doesn't the remaster have autosave? Nope. Well, we'll find out when we go here, but I don't think it's got autosave. It's got the white spheres. We did save in the Crusaders hut. So it should just literally be a case of run into the temple, speak to Waka. And we'll be good. Again, the Besaid theme. It's just clean. I love it. Right, so I know there's no one else. There's no chests or anything. I can go here, talk to these people, skip the cutscenes. I'm pretty sure I can just hit pause. It does just skip them. No, I have to watch them. No. I think this is the only cutscene though. Everyone doing those prayers, like we have to do our own prayers. That was a really poor version of that prayer.
It was there.
I probably offended Yevon with my prayer at this point. Let me skip the cutscene.
I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
To be fair, I have talked through most of the audio anyway, so we missed a fair bit anyway. That'll teach you to read at Barwood Town. Yeah, I have learnt my lesson, not gonna lie. Learnt my lesson. So, if I go here, we'll learn about Lord Braska, and then we'll run back to Waka, and then we'll be pretty much where we were. We've only lost like 5 minutes. It's fine.
10 years have passed since Lord Braska became High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
I just remember so many badass things about here. Like, I don't want to talk too much about what happened. But it's like, I'm thinking of putting this on YouTube as well, making a YouTube series. The only thing that I'm thinking of is that
I got too close to
from a basic Google, it said that it's about 46 hours worth of gameplay to complete the campaign of this. So it's going to end up being like 23 2-hour videos, or like still 10, 11 4-hour videos. I don't know if people would end up watching that.
And a little sad.
I suppose I'm making the video anyway. I'm making the stream anyway, so I might just upload it on YouTube either way.
Sworn to protect the people of Yevon.
Paragon, yeah, not all that bad. You can skip the talking though, right? No. I can skip like the detailed cutscenes, I think. But like if I do anything here, it just pauses it.
Hear our prayers and come down
I can't do anything to skip it, annoyingly. Paragon, it cuts them off mid-sentence.
So what he meant.
So I'm spamming A at the moment.
Was that we should respect kind
and
of great
it's not
men,
skipping what
like
he's saying.
Paragon,
no? The fuck? If only. But we'll go back to Waka now. We'll go back, we'll have our weird dream. I might be able to skip some of that. Some of the stuff you can skip mid-sentence, but I think it depends on how important the dialogue is. So now we're going to be ruined again by Waka telling us that we can't eat. He's just teasing us at this point.
Sorry, man.
Take a nap. So he's going to insist that I take a nap, isn't he? Yeah. We have to have our nap. DanX, I can't believe the Final Fantasy X remaster came out 2 console generations ago. Did it actually? I thought it only came out on the Switch not long ago. Because I had it on the Switch. I've only had my Switch, I think 3-4 years now, and I got it on the Switch like pre-ordered. I didn't realize it was out for PS3. I thought it came out for like the Xbox One, PS4 kind of generation.
Perhaps you could...
People are searching.
Okay, so this flashback I can skip, like what they're saying. Dana, I have it on PS3. So yeah, that's weird then.
What if he dies?
Maybe it came out for PS4 and PS3. Like I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think it came out that long ago, because I was so keen for the remaster when it came out. I was a keen bean, not gonna lie. Like, I had it pre-ordered, all that kind of stuff.
Waka?
Right, so note to self, continue with the trial until we have to push the pedestal. When it gets to the pedestal, stop pushing. Go get Destruction Sphere. Noted. Right, back to the temple we go. Daneth, I can send you a screenshot if you allow it. Mate, I trust you. I trust you. I don't like of all the things to lie about. I don't
Is something
think
wrong?
this is like a world ender. No, I believe you, man. I believe you.
Eh?
Well, Apprentice Summoner, really. There's a room in there called the Cloister
Yeah,
of
so like this, where this is critical, I think, where this is like major
apprentice becomes
storyline
a
stuff. I
fully-
can't skip the dialogue.
So someone is in there.
A day's.
Oh, some of it I can.
Some.
Why don't you go?
There's already Guardian.
And we did,
Hey, but what if something
during my
happens? What if
messed
the
up
summoner
version of this playthrough, we
dies?
did just have a sneak peek at Lulu.
The precepts must be obeyed.
Precepts must be obeyed! And we're being sacrilegious.
Maybe.
Alright, let's get touchy-feely with these spheres again. Paragon, I was gonna say... Yeah, don't worry about it, man. But it's still cool to know that it was like it doesn't feel that long ago. I swear the most recent remaster. So the remaster that I know is the combined 10 and 10.2 remaster. And yeah, I thought that only came out like 3 or 4 years ago. Right, open sesame. I'm getting massive deja vu now. I remember when I was first doing this, though, I got to this point, I opened the very next door, and I bear in mind this is when I didn't have a guide, I didn't get the guide until a little bit later. I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to clear this trial, and the only thing that was stopping me was I didn't realise I could take the sphere back out of this door here. It's like when you put it into this recess and the door's open, the sphere is still in the door. I didn't realise that you could take it out the door again. I missed this bit. And I was stuck on it for hours. Hours. So that goes in there to reveal the pedestal, I think. Like, shenanigans are happening. Okay, so I leave that there for now. Then I go here. Okay. We're good. We're good. Paragon, now about the speech skipping. Okay. Echo Knight in the chat. Hey, Echo. How are you doing? Are you having a good day? Paragon laughing at Echo Knight with the wave though. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Echo. Have you played Final Fantasy X as well? Like, this seems like a game that'd be up your alley as well. Like, it's just such a good game. Okay, so note to self: don't push the pedestal. Echo, Paragon, it's your turn. Paragon with the face reveal. Yeah, when? When, Paragon? When? I don't know. To be fair, I don't think you're doing it anytime soon because you need to sort the laptop situation out, don't you? We could end up doing like a duel. I could get Paragon over and I could have him like right here. He could be sat right here where Joker is. We could do that. He'd love it. Right. Destruction Sphere. And then we put it into the room that we've just left. So where we just found that Besaid sphere, we put this one into here. And it should open a slot where we get our Rod of Wisdom. And that is the itch scratch. That is stuff done. This should be the trial pretty much done now. We just need to move that pedestal forward. And then we're good. Paragon. Oh, the face cam. It is my turn. Just not sure when it's going to be. Like, It'll happen eventually, I'm sure. There's no rush either way, is there? Right, there is the Rod of Wisdom. So that is a weapon for Yuna. And Daneth, we have done it. Now we can go move that pesky pedestal. There we go. Yeah, new comp would be helpful. Yeah, you need to get the computer laptop situation sorted, and then you'll be good. Waka's in here as well. Right, we're good. We can progress. We can go meet Yuna. We can introduce ourselves to Lulu and Kamari, and we're good. We're good. Yay! Not gonna lie, you'll use that weapon for a long time. I trust you. When you were like, guy, I need to reset it. I was like, but yeah, probably I do. It cost us like 5-10 minutes. Like, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather, for the sake of completion and having good gear, it was worth doing. Like, this game would be so much more helpful if you had auto-save, or you didn't need those white save spheres. It'd be so much, like, more helpful. So annoying.
Who knows what the others thinking? Well, now that we come this far, might as well go all the way.
Waka's acting like he's not one of the Guardians anyway. Like, why wasn't he here in the first place? I think it was like some sort of agreement that only Kamari and Lulu would go in. Paragon. What is that emote? Is that a finger? I was like, is that like some sort of Pokemon dancing around? Where are you getting all these emotes from? Is this, you said you jumped into a Final Fantasy streamer and got gifted a sub. Are these the emotes you got, Paragon? So, Lulu, boob count 1.
Who are you?
She does love the low-cut dresses. Paragon, foam finger, dancing in a club. Yeah, it's from him indeed. It looks like a sick emote. I am looking forward to work bonus next month, though, or rather next paycheck. I'm hoping to do an upgrade of the emotes. I'm still inspired by what Dog's made. And here's our first glance of Yuna. She looks knackered. Kamari is not going to let her fall. Like, Yuna was such like a teenage crush for Barwitao. Not going to lie. What is Kamari's race called again, if you can remember there? Is it Ronso's?
I've done it. I have become a summoner.
And she's done it. Paragon, Yuna, best girl. She was just, I don't know, just a teenage crush, I guess. Like, this was such a game that took over my teenage years.
Man, I was surprised. And here I was thinking summoners were all geezers.
Daneth, Ronso's. Paragon, Ronso. Yes, it is Ronso. Like, that was the scene I was thinking of, Paragon, where he's like, ha, little no-horn. That's what I was thinking of when we go meet all the Ronsos later. I was actually thinking that you can recruit them for Blitzball, but they're just slow, aren't they? Like, everything comes down to Blitzball. Why did you play Final Fantasy X? Blitzball.
Hey, over here!
Hey, over here! Alright, can we talk to Kamari? Does he just growl at us? No, can't talk to him.
What? Ow!
Wait till you see this.
Walker just doesn't care, does he?
I can't
just
see
does
anything.
not care.
Ready?
Is this the first viewing we get in Veilforth, I think? Watching with bated breath. Veilforth is a good wyvern. Veilforth. I've been calling Veilforth the whole time. But Veilforth does look sick. What is your favourite Aeons then, guys? Like, personally, I loved Anima. Anima looks sick. You get that really cool cutscene. But what is your favourite Aeon, guys? Paragon like Kamari talking the third person. It'd be weird if Paragon did talk in third person. Barwood Town would find that funny. Paragon. Anima is insane. I think Anima is my favourite. Anima does look pretty cool. Isn't there an electric one that looks like one of the like legendary dogs from Pokemon? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. You've got the Mega Sisters. They're pretty cool. Oh no, Yojimbo. Do you guys remember Yojimbo?
Like
I'm guessing
Danith
Danith might a little bit more Paragon because he's just done a playthrough.
But still,
Yojimba was
strange kind
savage.
of gentleness.
He's like the samurai one that you have to pay him money to go and do attacks. Ixion's the lightning one. Yeah, lightning unicorn. Yeah. Do you guys want to name it, or should we just keep it to the traditional names? You know what? We'll call the first one. We'll go Paragon. Paragon is the first one. We'll name these after followers. If I can spell them right. And then we can summon upon our followers and chatters to help us in difficult fights. Just checking that I've spelled that right. So, we've got Paragon. We'll make the next one Danith. Depending on how long we go through. The next village is Kilika.
I didn't know it then.
We can do a Danith, we can do a dog, we can do all that.
Everything changed. For everyone.
Danith, yeah, I remember Yojimbo. Annoying to get. Yojimbo was hard to get, but he just had like his cool music. Like, it was... I can't even do it well. Like, I can't do a good representation of it. But Yojimbo's was just sick. It was annoying you had to pay him to do anything. Paragon, yeah, and Yojimbo is a beast. Yojimbo is he's a savage. He just rocks up with a samurai sword.
Come on, say hi.
Paragon, just chuck him at some gil and he'll be a very good hitman. What? Oh, thanks, man. Thought traditional. I was thinking traditional as well, but you know what? I like having the chat interaction.
To do our best.
Some of them are amazing, though. I might like keep Animas the same. But we'll use Veil for a fair bit, so we'll be using Paragon a fair bit. It's like Pokemon all over again, where Paragon was my partner Pokemon.
That's all we need to do to win. Easy.
Paragon, Daneth getting Ifrit. Oh, Ifrit's a fire one. I was trying to think of which Aeon was the one from Kilika. There's Tidus eyeing up my girl Yuna. Like, hands off, bud. She's mine.
Victory! 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 Victory!
Okay, so do we go talk to Yuna?
You heathen!
Stay away from the summoner!
Stay away from the summoner!
Lena, be careful.
What? They're warning her off me.
My fault.
Like, nah, I'm gonna be one of her guardians, mate.
I'm Yuna. Thank you so much for your help earlier.
And the beginning of the romance,
wasn't that
like it's
all
flourishes, it's all blossoming, it all begins here.
Kind of overreacted.
Oh no, I was overconfident.
That fire would have helped us earlier when we were in those
I
temple
saw that
ruins.
Thing. That's amazing.
Really?
She's there like, really? You think this mystical creature that just like appears out the sky is amazing? Yeah.
Lady Yuna, come play with me some more.
Kids love her.
So, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow indeed.
We're going on the same boat, aren't we?
Oh, really?
We can talk more.
Huh.
Look, she's making moves already. She's like, you and me, we're on the same boat. We can, talk more.
Tell me all about Xanarkin.
We can talk more. She wants to talk to us, guys.
She's cute, yeah.
What do you reckon? Yeah, she's not my type? Nah, yeah.
Don't get no ideas.
No promises.
Walker's
there,
warning us off, as if he hasn't already made plays
what
on
if
Lulu.
she, like, comes on to me?
That's not going to happen. If you get tired, let me know. I had a bed made for you.
Stay away from the summoner!
Stay away from the summoner!
Stay away from the summoner!
After Paragon said it, and now it's just like, one more time.
Stay away from the summoner!
I don't think there's anyone else for us to talk to, though. So, yeah, let's just go to bed. Ready for bed. Hells to the air. Let's get on that boat to Kilika. We haven't been knocked out for like half an hour now. Like, things are looking up for Tidus now. Daneth. Thankfully, her line is reused when you beat one of her Dark Aeons. Oh, what that... I'm trying to think this. So, you see her again later? Let's go talk. What? This is all fuzzy. Audio. Can I pause it? Yeah, I can. You're a bad man! I'm not actually a bad man. I don't know if she knows, but I'm the hero of the game. Final Fantasy X. Like, not a small game, guys. Like, maybe you've heard of it. Let me get this up and fixed. To be fair, like the audio it either goes for like half hour, 40 minutes, being absolutely perfect, and then or it goes twice in 10 minutes. There's like no in between, really.
You really sure this is okay?
Would you take me to Xanarkand?
See, Yuna's making the moves. She's like, take me to Xanarkand, Tidus. Take me to Xanarkand.
You said you'd go with me.
And then, orcs.
No, hey.
There's Riku. It's just us like jogging, like, yeah.
I thought Waka told you not to get any ideas.
He did.
Yeah.
I've just arrived in Besaid. I'm meeting all these beautiful women, and I'm already in a love triangle, and I'm pretty sure they are related. So, I need an adult. And there's Jecht. And I'm crying again. Shock. I hate you. Like, don't you talk to me like that, Yuna. You have to speak loudly. I'll speak however loud I want to. Paragon, ultimate Chad. Yeah, Jecht just walks in as well, and Jecht, like, there's me, like, I'm in with both girls here. Jecht, our dad, walks in, and he's like, nah, these are my girls. Look at him crying. I swear I don't look anything like Chappu. Like, Chappu's got red hair. Oh, here we go. It's getting hot in here. That's so low cut. She's so pale as well. Enough, Waka. Paragon, the face and the eye color are similar. That's about it. Yeah, maybe, like... yeah. Wasn't Lulu with Chappu as well? Wasn't... I don't think I'm making that up. Lulu was with Chappu. And then... he dies. And then Waka's like, okay, I'm gonna move in on my brother's girl. Yeah. Paragon, I wouldn't call Chappu his twin. Like, I suppose look at Tidus and then just give him orange sticky uppy hair. Yeah, might work. But Paragon, correct. No, Waka, no do this lol. Waka making a move on Tidus, if anything. Whoa. My eyes are solely set on Yuna. Like, we are not going down that road. I have one love interest in this game. 2, Riku. Everyone having a good snooze. And we can save. And I can see the audio's gone again. Surprise, surprise. Means I can save while I fix it. Save complete. Boom. Damn you, audio. It's so frustrating. I generally have just no idea how to fix it. I've watched all YouTube tutorials, all that kind of stuff, and it's just like, nah. Can't figure it out. Don't know what else to do. So we've saved, and now I think we just leave Besaid. I think that's all there is to do here. We need to equip the Rod of Wisdom, rather, to Yuna. As Dan said, I think we're going to be using that for a good bit.
Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
So I think this is the celestial weapon, isn't it? Khalidborg. Right, at least it becomes Khalidborg later. We hold on to this sword,
That's the sword
and
you
then
gave Chapu.
yeah.
Well, he never used it. Where's
Brotherhood. Yes, that's
We're
the
taking
one.
the same boat as Yuna, right?
It's called
Why
Brotherhood,
do we gotta
and then
wait
when
here?
you
came to this
use
village
the
10 years
celestial
ago,
mirror and all that
when
kind
the
of
last
stuff,
calm
I
started.
swear it becomes Khalidborg,
calm?
and that's the name of his
Since then,
celestial
she's
weapon.
been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
Oh, he's
This
such a
is our
proud big
journey.
brother.
We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temple we're to visit.
Oh, that's thoughtful
This isn't a
of her.
vacation, Yuna.
I guess.
Paragon. Ooh,
I
groovy.
guess you're right.
I can't remember what anyone else's like celestial weapons are called though. I just know Waka's is going to be like
off
some
we go.
cool blitzball. Like I think Waka does get pretty cool weapons as the game goes on. Like doesn't he get like blitzballs that have fire around them and all that kind of stuff as well? Okay, sweet. And we've been attacked straight away.
Here comes one now.
So this is where we get like an introduction
Why don't
to
you try out that
agile,
sword
like the
I gave
different types of enemies. We have agile and flying and all that kind of stuff. So we, like Tidus can kill these ones, and then Waka has to hit the ones in the air.
Not too shabby. Might make a good guardian someday.
Paragon, lol. Some kid is gonna find that suitcase and think they've won the lottery. Yeah, with all the gifts for the temple, it'd just be one random kid like dripping swag wherever he walks. When you do the Lulu tutorial, do me a favor, cast the wrong magic. Why? What does it do? I don't wanna. Why? What does it do? I'm guessing I can't remember, but we go up to against like an elemental jam or something, don't we? I'm guessing it's a fire one or a water one. Paragon, you'll see. It's good.
Looks like trouble.
Okay. These jams look weird as well. Nah, mate, that's not going to do much against this guy.
Told ya. Only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Flan, that's the word. Flan. I was just calling it jam.
You're up.
Clueless, aren't
Waka's
you?
like,
Thing
he's
I
become
knew.
Captain America of this. He's just summoning people left, right, and centre.
Spells of ice work well against fire, and ice fiends are weak against fire magic.
I get fire and ice, but what about lightning and...
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire, and this one here is a water fiend.
Which means I want to use lightning. Okay then. Let's do it.
Whoa, hey, what are you healing that thing for?
This is the sort of thing that can happen if you pick the wrong element.
Was that all you wanted to see, Paragon? You just wanted to see that little exchange. That's pretty cool, to be fair. And another wrong one. Another one wrong? Okay. What are you trying to do here?
Oh, hey! What are you healing that thing for?
This is the sort of thing that can happen if you pick the wrong element.
Or just a different one entirely. Like, so if I go for, say, fire against this one. That was a bad example. Paragon, nah, you're good now. I've seen what I wanted to. And we're taking water damage because of it. He's used water on himself. Yeah, let's just attack. The status effect to kind of... It's like sealing from Dokkan, for example. It's silence, isn't it? Where they can't cast spells. Boom. Okay, and that is the water one dead. And Lulu leaning forward, as you do. Okay, now we just need to get Yuna so that we can give her our rod. Giggity? I think this is where we get her added, because I remember that we can use Veilforth reasonably soon. Or sorry, we can use Paragon reasonably soon. Let's get going, man. Everyone seems so solemn, but she's taking it all in, and there's a good reason why she's taking it all in. Save sphere. Gotta do our prayers. I'll try it again. Dum. 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 We'll make our prayers as well. It's the Blitzball sign for victory, and we are a Blitzball player. So we want victory on our travels. Why not? Makes sense. Paragon, thumbs up. Good job, dude. Let's do our saves. We haven't unlocked Kamari yet either. I think this just takes us to the top of the cliff ledge. Oh no, can't go there yet. There are ways that you can go to different levels. I think it's when you get the airship, you can go to different levels. So there's like, you can see the save spheres at the top of the map at the moment. Like, we can't get to them yet, but we will be able to later. I think this is where we get attacked by Kamari. Kilika something Bikanel. Bikanel is an island, I want to say. It's going to say there's... We just need to unlock more of the Albert text. This is pretty cool. Cutscene. Little Ronzo. Kamari does look pretty badass. He just ends up being a jack of all trades, doesn't he? Let's just cheer ourselves. And yeah, let's go. Let's go, bro. He's just missing left, right, and centre. So I think that's his special skill. I can't remember what his overdrive is. I think, oh no, Kamari's overdrive is he does attacks that he learns from enemies, doesn't it? So he does an attack called Lance, I think, where he can absorb stuff from the enemies, and he has a chance of learning new overdrive attacks and that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that's Kamari. Daneth blue magic. Pretty much, pretty much. Ronso. She ends up with so many guardians, doesn't she? There's another summoner that we end up traveling a little bit with, and she's only got 1 or 2, I think. I think Yuna's got like 7. Shock that the audio's gone. But I think that, is that Kamari added now? Let me get this fixed. This feels like it's turning into a bit of a meme, like Truth and his old cable that he used. There we go. Yeah, so all that stuff up there, all those chests, we physically cannot get them yet. Like, look at it. Like, for a PlayStation 2 game, this looks sick. You see what I mean about him being like a little one-paced? You cannot physically move him any faster. So this is a big birdie.
A flyer. That's your department, right?
True.
Waka's like,
why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Okay, so now we've got a Yuna tutorial. Ready? We're going to summon Paragon for the first time.
Let's see some style.
Show us what training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
Okay. Summoning Aeons. Summon Paragon. Go Paragon. Deneth. Oh yeah, you can go back to the village and in one of the houses it's a dog. You'll get something dope from it. What, when you go back later on? If you leave the island, you can't get it until right at the end of the game. Oh, really? What? So I should go back now? Go back and get it quickly before I carry on? Because I'm not too far away at this point. We'll go Sonic Wings. You have to show me where the dog is. Yeah, so it's worth going back. I trust you, man. I trust you. Let's try Thunder. I like that the Aeon has Scan as well. Scan is just such an OP ability, knowing how much HP that they've got. Just go attack again. Maybe the point of this fight is to get the Aeon's overdrive as well? Isn't Yuna's overdrive just that you summon an Aeon with its full overdrive launch? I'm not making that up, I don't think. It's just a long, drawn-out fight at this point. Some of the boss fights are cool in this. I'm looking forward to the boss that we fight at Killing. I think we'll kill this enemy just before we get our overdrive sorted. We've got it. I'll save the overdrive for the next fight. It'll probably be helpful to have the Aeon ready to go. Well done, Paragon. Okay, so we should have Yuna in the party now as well. Magic +5, Magic +3, and Sensor. What does Sensor do again? Tidus, we've got an Arm Guard. I think that's for Waka, actually. We'll take the defense. Right, let's go and have a quick run back and speak to the dog. Because, you know what? Here, we have a good relationship with dogs in this community. Thankfully, we have a help desk who just keeps us on good terms constantly. As long as we keep feeding him nugs and we don't push his button too much, he keeps us on good terms with the dogs. Right, let's go talk to a dog about a bone. You have me intrigued now about what he gives us as well. It better be worth it. I'm sure it is. Right, where do I find this dog then, Daneth? Was he in the Crusaders bit? He's not around there. We'll try the Crusaders bit first. Is he where the cats were? That's what I'm thinking. No, not there. So it's not going to be Walker's house. Let's try this one. I think I remember the dog you're talking about. He sat next to a bloke. There we go. Is this the dog? Where's my guide? Okay, we've got that. After this cutscene, go back to the village one more time and enter the item shop and speak to the store clerk. So we can get another overdrive for Valeforth. I keep calling it Valeforth, it's Vale 4! Head to the Weaver. So, which one's that? I think this one's the Weaver? No, gotta be the other one. From there, head to the Weaver shop on the northeast, next to Waka's. Northeast. Okay. And talk to the dog to receive the overdrive. But it didn't give it to me. It should be this dog. Like, it's not letting me talk to the dog. Gotta bounce. Have a beautiful stream, man. Thank you for staying as long as you have, Paragon. Really appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes on. Hopefully the face cam's been a bit of a success as well. First time trying it, so yeah. Thanks for staying as long as you have, man. Hope you've enjoyed the gameplay, and yeah, I'll let you know what you miss. I think the game's just broken. It's not letting me talk to the dog. Yeah, like, it should just let me talk at this point. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's just not letting me do it. I mean, I'll be able to come back later, but yeah. Yeah, it's just not letting me do it for whatever reason. We'll carry on. We'll start making our way to Kilika. Annoying that it wouldn't let me get the overdrive though, just for the sake of completion. We will be able to come back later on though. Very steep hill. Right, let's do all these runs and we'll go get on the boat. At least we don't have to worry about Kamari ambushing us again. So now, I think this is the point we got up to last time, because this is where we fought the big birdie. I don't remember crossing this this bridge. Another fight. This might be the one where we use Kamari for the first time, maybe? Okay, so this is just where we use Wakka's Dark Attack. Yeah! To be fair, I think these guys are going to do more damage than the Aeon would have done. I mean, I want to have Yuna powered up, to be fair. Just, it's not going to do much. I think it's probably more beneficial for us to get Tidus strong at this point. That way, I suppose we can cheer ourselves on as well. It makes me and Wakka a lot stronger. I don't think cheer works for magic attacks. We'll take that miss. Lulu is just so key to keep powering up though. She's just so good. She learns all sorts of powerful magic, but it's really important to keep going with her, just so that you can build up enough mana. The magic does inevitably become quite mana draining, so you want to keep her on rotation. See ya. Right, thank you for all that. Bright shield. So, is the bright shield for Tidus? A buckler. There we go. Dark ward. So we now can't have darkness inflicted on us. That's actually pretty good for Tidus because we're a physical attacker at this point. We may not be later, but for now we are. Ah, so we've got one of each. We've got the perfect lineup here. So, you can go for you. You can go for the birdie. And we've learned our lesson with the flans. Yeah, it's essentially color coordinated, which makes it pretty easy to understand. It's just, if it's red, you use water, which is blue, and so on. We've gotten a few sphere grids now, so if anything, let's move there. Mana sphere, so we'll take all the mana. What's the next spell we'll learn? Focus. I don't think... Yeah, so we'll go past focus, and then we'll go back down here. What is the next major... So... Waterer, Thunderer. So yeah, there's a couple of different spells here. That'll be where we take Lulu. Yuna, we don't have anything for at the moment. We've done Lulu. Tidus. Is this where we get haste? Flee. Not that we'll be doing much of that, but haste I'm quite keen to go and get. Wakka can get like silence attack and all that kind of stuff. He gets some pretty cool kind of status infliction attacks. So I think we are just heading over to the ship now. That's where it wants us to go. I think this takes us back to the beach. Oh no, this is the cliff top where Wakka threw me off. I swear there's an item here though that we couldn't get before. No, maybe not. Maybe that's just my imagination. And yeah, let's go down here. Nice save point, we'll take that. And then, yeah, we'll get onto the boat to Kilika. Everyone just walking calmly, there's just me running like a madman. I think you talk to these people as well, they give us stuff. Here's a gift. Yeah, give us all your gifts. And we've got a ring. I'm pretty sure you give the rings to Yuna. Extra HP. We'll take that all day. You don't even get to hear like what they're saying. It's just like, yeah, they'll have a silent conversation. Is there anything down here? No. And onto the boat. So, next, Kilika. I'm pretty sure this is where we can learn the Jet Shot. I'm pretty sure it's on the way to Kilika. Either that or it's from Kilika to Luca. But I think it's now. Goodbye. The audio's gone again. It's so annoying. If you were there watching the stream and you're like, I swear I can't hear like any of the game here. Don't worry, it was not you. It was me. So, next up, Kilika Port. And you know what? I think Kilika is going to be as beautiful as Besaid. It's going to be calm and peaceful. There's not going to be anything happening. Although I'm pretty sure there's some good, cool cutscenes coming. Yoink! And now he's giving Lulu the look up and down. Of course, he's giving her boobies the little stare. Why not? Why wouldn't you? He must look like such a nerd. There's just us like, hello, Yuna, hello, and she's like looking at us like, just use your eyes, man. You don't need the goggles. Like, you don't need the binoculars. What are you doing? Okay, so I want the blitz. So talk to Waka to find out why Yuna. So I want to try and follow the guide because the guide is going to make sure that I get all the items. I haven't told you where we're going. That I get all the shots and everything that I need to.
Then we change boat. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple.
Yeah, I swear it is on this boat ride that we do get the jet shot, because I remember that we hit it against the pillar and all that. And if we're getting a different boat from Kilika to Luca.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
No, I've got nothing to do with this. So leave and head towards the deck below first. This is where you'll meet Owaka. We're gonna meet Owaka on the boat. Amazing. So we want to head downstairs first. So I'm pretty sure Owaka's the one. He's like the merchant that follows you around. The more gil you give him throughout your journey, the cheaper your prices are later on.
Filthy. These won't sell.
Oh my.
Name's
Not
not
Owaka.
Owaka.
Don't know why he seems Australian to me.
Don't look like you got much money either.
Hey, I'm not a peasant. I've got some gil.
Who do you think you are?
Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Well, not many do. Not yet.
fine, mate. They will know who you are.
But someday, the name of Waka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gil to lend?
We'll give him a fair amount. We'll give him 1,000. That's all the gil I've got to spare at the moment.
I guess it pays to ask. Fine seed money for the Waka.
Power room. So where does it want me to go? Head to the guest quarters to the left. Okay, so these are all the chocobos. Chocobos are so cool. I can't wait to ride one when we get to the Great Plains later.
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door.
Yeah, but why the big birds?
They're like
What's so
hamsters in the
strange
wheel.
about
They turn the
chocobo
wheel,
power?
gives us power.
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of
Oh,
backwater island
it
did
gives
you
me a
come
flashback
from,
of the
anyway?
chocobo races as well. So I think it's to get Tidus's weapon as well. Like
Miracles
they
and
do chocobo
oddities
races
were
on the
starting
Great
to become
Plains,
daily routine
and you
on
have
this
to
trip.
beat a certain time to get like the crest or something like that. And it's just so painful. Like it takes a good few run-throughs to master it, and even if you miss one of the balloons or you get hit by something in a run, it just completely throws your run. Like you have to go back and start from scratch. It's so frustrating, but it's worth getting it done just so you can get all the celestial weapons and stuff. What's this dude? Keeper. Oh, Keeper's just chilling. Checking the guide, there was actually an Albed primer in the power room that we've just come from. So I want to get that just so that, you know, we can become fluent Albed speakers. That's it on the floor. That's why I missed it. So we now know what the letter C is. That's 3 down, 23 to go. Is there anything else we can do here? It says to head back on deck. And I think we head back to Una now. Hello, everyone. Like, we're hearing all about this Lord Braska guy, but we just don't know who he is. Oh, the bloody audio again! Mate, that's like 2 times in the last 10 minutes. But that normally means that when it goes that quickly, like, back to back, it means we're going to go a good 40 minutes or so with the audio being crystal clear and perfect, which is what we want. I'm guessing we go back and talk to Waka now. Let me get the gameplay back up. Yeah, after hearing this, go back and speak with Waka.
So, mother famous or?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue.
So
at
now
the
we're just getting a
temple.
bit more lore. We're learning a little bit more
Lord
about Una.
Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago.
Only 10 years ago. Feels
Una's
longer.
the great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Yeah, like Tidus definitely knows about having a famous father.
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
See, Lulu
Thanks, Lulu.
boob count
I'll keep that
definitely
in
beats
mind.
Riku ass count. Like we only had her in the game for a little bit, and she's all over it. So now we can go talk to you. And she's going to come on to us again because why not? Why wouldn't she? We're an attractive main protagonist. This is us trying to put the moves on, you know.
The wind. It's nice.
I mean, first step to winning a girl's heart, you got to make her laugh. I think we're doing that. I'd say we're doing a good job.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkand, right?
Xanarkand Apes.
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
He thinks I'm Chappu reincarnated, that's why.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkand, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
Well, she's
How do
heard
you
the
know
right
that?
thing. She's heard
A
all about
man named
Xanarkand.
Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jacked. Where have we heard that name before?
My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing!
Praise be to Yevon.
You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Nah. Kind of.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
It's weird seeing Yuna in this and then how she looks in 10-2.
It's like a completely
Contrasted character.
My old man.
Like, you got the same colour scheme.
He died.
But yeah, completely different attitude.
10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
Ah, so it's all clicking into place now.
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago.
So
I
her
remember
Jecht
that was
is
the day
our dad
my
Jecht.
father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Then how did Jecht
get to Spira? I'm assuming from Sin as well.
But how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Ah, excellent point, Una. Giving her a little nod. Oh no! Shenanigans! Shenanigans! We're under attack. Are we going to get knocked out again?
It seems like in every cutscene and every
Significant event, Tidus is getting knocked out. Can we avoid that?
we get a pretty cool cutscene now.
Don't let her go. What are you doing, mate? No! Go on, Kamari. Like, again, the PS2 graphics. Like, look at it. No, I know it's just cutscenes, but still. For a game that came out, what, nearly 20 years
What do
ago?
you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him, we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract him. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
You understand. You got to stop Sin.
Wait! Oh boy!
Get ready.
Fire!
Again, look at it. Do we fight any more of those Sin scales? That's what I'm trying to remember now. Everyone's like, no, run! And we're still conscious, which is a good thing. Okay, so we got some more Sin scales. And then I think it might be a good thing to get some experience into Yuna and Kamari, because they do tend to be my
the people that I don't use too much. Let's just attack with her for now.
Just so we get an XP. Like, I can't heal or anything with her yet. Okay, that's one dead. Then I think maybe I should cheer a bit with Tidus, just so I can start getting everyone's power up a bit.
Yeah, we'll use Una to stay on top of healing.
Una that we need to heal. She's going to be selfish, she's going to heal herself.
Cheer. We don't need to worry too much. Like,
We're not going to take massive damage, and because we've got Una here, we're going to be healing whatever damage we take. So we should be good. We'll target the one that's flickering. Ah, we got the kill. I love that for the fight now. Like, I get that it's a combat, so the kind of the scene's ended. But because we're in combat, there's no one else in the boat now. Una with the KO. I probably should have left it down to Kamari so we've got the overkill.
These ones look a
How
little
many of
different.
these things are? What? We hit the fit first?
Okay, so we need Waka here. Fighting at a distance, regular sword attacks do not hit targets at a distance, such as Sin's Fin. Attack these enemies with magic or using ability. So, we need to high off Kamari. But I think we need to beat some of these Sins here before we can do that. I'm not going to waste time on cheers at the moment, just because it's Waka that I want to be powering up. Ah, there we go. I was pressing the wrong button, which didn't help. So, we want to be going for the Fin, so Kamari can come out. We'll take Lulu. I don't think it matters massively what spell you hit Sin with. I don't think he's got a weakness that needs to sort of like advantage. We will
pretty much use cheer with Tidus.
At least everyone is getting XP from this battle. That's probably the thing that I'm taking away from it. Waka is going that way. You are cheering. Raises our defense as well. So even if they're flickering or they're attacking, whatever they're doing, if I'm not killing them, it doesn't matter too much because we're
boosting our defense essentially.
So Tidus is being MVP early days.
Is that Sin's Fin done? Like, this poor boat! This boat's gonna get ruined! We'll keep cheering. So, a little birdie, Paragon Till Death, told us we can cheer 5 times. So, we'll keep doing that. Essentially, we want Waka and we want Lulu to be able to look after themselves. So, they are going to be our focus. I don't need to heal Waka. Waka will be fine. I think this will be cheer number 4 or 5. So, if anything, I might bring Una in for Tidus, so we can start healing. I love the music as well. I was going to say I love the music, but you guys can't hear the music, which is very frustrating. 2 seconds, guys. I'll keep fighting while I try and fix the audio. That'll take literally 5 seconds to do. And fix. Voila. Should be fixed now. There we go. Right, Waka. Yeah. When he's made that sound, I was thinking like, oh, that's the win there. Right, Una, we can use her white magic to heal Waka. So these guys are the MVPs of this fight, so they're the ones we need to stay alive. It does mean no more cheers, but it's pretty worthwhile sacrifice. I'd love to have a scan or something, just to know how much HP Sin's Fin's got. It feels like we've done a good amount of damage at this point.
she does get pretty useful attacks later on, Yuna, as well. So a lot of it's white magic for her. So she'll be able to
cast things like guard and stop us taking ridiculous damage later on.
This should be the last hit, because since Finn's taken a lot of damage at this point. Yeah, so from this little animation here, I'm guessing that's... There we go. And we do get another amazing cutscene. So if anything, I'm glad that the audio has just dropped out, because now I'm hoping the audio will hold up for the next cutscene. Maybe it's not this journey that we get the Jet Shot then. I'm guessing it's the boat from Kilika to Luca, where we learn the Jet Shot. And Shock, I think we are unconscious again. Did I call it, guys? Did I call it? Yeah, we're unconscious. Just getting battered by these scales. My hero. Means we're probably going to get another good dose of Sin's toxin, according to everyone else. Using a cheeky phoenix down for us as well. At this point, the boat would have just sailed on, wouldn't it? Okay, I mean, that's a big fish. Another boss! Like, back-to-back bosses. So I'm guessing we just want to target the big guy. So Cheer's going to be pretty important for us here, just so that we can maintain attack and defense. We'll make the most of Waka's attacks here as well. So dark attack onto this boss. I don't think he's immune. No, perfect. Again, Tidus is... I think we won't go for the full 5 cheers, but I think if we do 2 or 3, we'll be alright. I'll save the MP. He's already got Dark, so I'm not going to focus on the little one. I've got a feeling that they will just continually respawn. I think we just need to focus on the big bad. We might need to go and heal Waka. That's a good few cheers now, though, so we should be okay. If anything, it's just going to be a case of heal Waka, I think, and then just attack. I'm trying to think of what Waka's overdrive skill is. I know we get attack reels later on, but I think it's like a status blitz ball? I can't remember. Blender, cool. I'm glad I've healed. Yeah, let's just go for damage now. I think Dark Attack's worn off, so we'll hit him with another one. That is Waka out of MP though. I don't think I've got anything to heal that up either, or to like replenish the MP, so yeah, this is going to be just dealing damage, I think. I mean, each turn, between the two of them, we're getting 500 damage down the turn, pretty much. So, we'll take that. We'll just keep raining damage. Yeah, the scales keep coming back. That Drain Touch hit. Asshole. We're okay. So the Blender, I think, did roughly about 150 damage each. So, I think, yeah, we'll heal Tidus now, because I think a Blender would potentially kill Tidus. I think Blender kind of cures him of the darkness as well, but we've done a good amount of damage, so I'm not sure how much HP this lad's got left. Overkill! We'll take that! We'll take the overkill.
Let's go! That is a very over-dramatic death scene from that boss. And look at all the sphere levels and everything we're earning. Water ball and blue bangle as well. So I think the water ball is definitely for Waka. And now we get the cool cutscene. I'll try not to talk over it. I mean, yeah, these guys just don't stand a chance, do they? Like, it's just almighty power, isn't it? Like, what are you going to do with that? There's the blitzball the kids were playing with. Jesus, that's a bit sombering, isn't it?
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that
Head
day
in hands.
on the sea, under the
Everyone
burning
seems devastated,
sun.
but like, what could you do to that?
I started to give up hope.
Especially this early in the story. Like.
I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Yeah, everyone's on a bit of a downer now. But we have successfully made it to Kilikaport. If anything, I think that'll be where the stream will be ending. We'll be hitting a save sphere.
We're a good 3 hours into the stream at this point. We've done all of the intro. We've done Besaid. We're entering Kilika. So I think that's a pretty good place to stop for now. I will be back with this, so I've got a good amount of time to stream over the next week.
If there is no other
So I'm hoping that we, if not completed, we'll be near completion. Within the next 2 weeks. So I think it's about 46 hours of gameplay. So we'll see how much time I can have.
Please take me to them.
And Yuna wants to go help everyone. Yeah, they all just go walking off to go help people, and there's just Tidus wandering off the ship now, really behind everyone.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Huh?
At least the Aurochs are going to go help. Yeah. Right, we'll go save the game there then, guys. As I say, we've done a chunky bit of the game here to start us off. I always find with these games, once you get past like the original, like the introduction, some of the tutorials and stuff, and the story mode actually starts picking up, it makes the game so much more enjoyable. And now that we've just got like the initial, I say the first hour and a half was just story setting and kind of getting into the flow of everything. I think since we hit Besaid, and from then on, I think it's just going to be a really good series, and I'm really enjoying like the game. I'm looking forward to getting through and remembering all the storyline and going through and getting everything. Hopefully you guys will join me on the journey. If you are new to the channel, by all means drop a like, a follow, or a sub. I think I will be uploading this to YouTube as well. If you've got any feedback for me, chuck that in the comments as well. Or if there are any other Final Fantasy games that you can recommend, again, chuck that in the comments as well.